walk over the soy
I'm
fields,
gonna
motherfucker.
stay logged out then.
God, yeah, they're fucking card stores still getting hit. They just pinged that they're closing early again. Still no air conditioning.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
They've closed the store early every day, and they've canceled all in-person events this entire week so far.
Is it really that hot wherever you are in the world?
Yeah. So
In the U.S.
yeah, New England gets like hot when it gets hot. Obviously, it gets cold, but like, cause even my grandmother was laughing that like it was hotter up here than it was in Florida, cause we do not have an ocean breeze. She lives in like southern
You guys
Florida.
have AC up there?
Yeah, I have whole
Hella
house.
nice
I have
here,
whole
yeah.
house AC. Central air,
That's
baby.
the thing. His card store does not have AC.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do not currently. They have AC normally, and it broke, so they've had to cancel all of their tournaments, and they are closing early, just because it's so hot. They don't want to keep the employees even in the store.
I know some places in like California and on that side don't have AC sometimes.
AC in the summer is absolutely a requirement where I'm at.
We don't. I mean,
AC
kind of
in the summer
depends.
should be like heaters in Alaska.
Like
government required.
Like I live in California, and my parents didn't have. We don't even have AC. We didn't even have like home heating until like 4 years ago.
You don't really need it down here. At least in SoCal.
Shit, you don't live in the valley.
Yeah, we're just waiting
Yeah,
for
no,
our other
I-
tank.
Fucking fake ass California.
We are raiding tonight. We just have to wait for Digsby to finish planting soybeans. This happens. This happens once or twice a year with soybeans and corn.
Yeah, it's when the hottest it gets is like 90 degrees, and that's like super hot, and even then you have a bit of an ocean breeze. It's not too bad.
There's no ocean. There is just depression.
There's just depression.
I went
Isn't
into
that the entire East Coast?
Yeah, but it's like cheaper to live anywhere else
That's
than
not
have
true.
AC running all
That
year
is
round.
true.
There's actually like a bunch. We have statistically just as much coast and ocean as you guys do. It's just all not taken up by one state.
Your guys' coast is like depressing and cold.
I was gonna say I went to the beach here in the Bay this past weekend, and it was way nicer than I thought it would be.
Y'all can have that cold shit.
No.
Cold water's cool.
Hey, you guys are gonna have plenty of cold shit when you break off and become an island.
Now we're gonna send you. We're gonna replace California with Japan.
I'm under
California's
the water.
gonna split, fall off into the ocean.
We're just gonna
right along
replace
the San
California.
Andreas Fault. Where is it? How much are we losing?
What's the name of that? What's the name of that? It's like an old YouTube video where like California breaks off and lives with like Hawaii and Portland or Oregon.
The ends of the world.
End of the world flash. That's what it's called.
Oh my god, that fucking thing.
Also, that's not even the San Andreas isn't even the worst fault on in the fucking West Coast. Was the Cascadia?
Who the fuck just did
Yeah.
that?
I mean,
What are you doing?
What is that? Is that the fucking?
That's a clip.
Soundboard.
Where is the soundboard button?
No.
There's no soundboard in raid. Only the admins can use it.
Seriously, that sounds like me when I don't hit my mic.
That is.
That's when we were progging Sprocket and aptly fucking crashed out at Tang for fat fingering the fucking portal.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, because she went.
Did you say?
Because they were opposite colors, right?
Aptly.
I'm wondering.
Oh, no.
There's a small chance that this is someone that I know from like a long time ago.
Why do you know
he just
everybody
failed.
who was in our guild?
He just
I've
failed
just
another
played the
trial,
game for a long
so-
time. I've played the game for a very long time at this like kind of area, like the just better than like late CE.
What are the odds that the mage we brought in
You
to
replaced
replace
him.
knows him?
Well, he knew
Well,
Navage.
I knew Navage.
Oh, I've known Navage for a really long time.
What?
I was also a GM / raid lead, so like you kind of get to know like 50% of the player base at your skill level almost.
Yeah, I raided with the Navage back in Sepulchre.
Yeah,
You didn't warn us? What the
it's
hell?
it's
I did.
concerning how many people know about Navage prior to the skill.
That's fucking crazy.
So going back to aptly, in Symphony of Fire during Antorus, a person named Aptly stole our mythic lockout on Argus to Kamikaze Claus. I don't know how to say his name, but one of the guys in Liquid. He sold it to them.
Kalamazi?
Yeah, Kalamazi. Sold it to Kalamazi. They killed it, and we were trying to get CE, so we had to reprog every single boss to get back to Argus in order to get CE because our lockout was stolen.
Oh, damn.
Don't know if it's the same person, but like.
Zemio raided my turn out yet? No, never mind. Just kidding.
I just timed that so perfectly.
No, you just reminded me to hit my macro.
I love having auto accept on for.
Holy shit! I just realized I'm in a raid.
Yeah, it's just like yesterday when you were fucking messaging me INV.
No shit, right?
You're like, this shit's not working, Daruk. I can't get an invite to the raid, Daruk.
You know what? I must have turned something on that says
Please
the auto
invite me.
inviter.
Please invite me to the raid, Daruk.
It's like when
Yeah.
you have your glasses on, you're like, "Where is my glasses? I can't find them. Can someone help me?"
Yeah, Goofy's just walking around with a phone in his hand, like I can't find my fucking phone.
You can't message
I
him
do
IMV
that.
and
Don't
rush
worry.
him.
I've done that
I
before.
actually do that.
I know
I've
a
done
lot of
something
people do
equivalent.
I check my pockets.
Never been talking
too
on your
often.
phone and been like, I can't find my fucking phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't do that, but I've done something similar.
I was really stressed out and fucking. I was like on the phone. I was like, I can't find my fucking phone. I was trying to leave and go somewhere. I was like, I can't. And they're like, you're on your phone. I was like, fuck.
I took a picture of my friend's phone when he left it on the counter and then texted him, "You left your phone here" when he left.
I was about to say that, Bago.
It's so fun.
All right. See how big I can make this. Oh. That's not what we wanted. Yeah.
Did I realistically just put all of Digsby and Belra's characters on the auto promote list?
I don't see why
That's what
not.
I have set up.
I mean, what are the chances they play anything other than their mains or a prop paladin, realistically?
Minimal,
much.
but you never know. Not Goofy, no. Zemio, no. Zemio's gonna find out what indentured servitude means.
Just close the roll, and I'll win myself.
Are you guys fucking gambling?
Goofy put up a roll
Yeah,
for
we're
$1 million
million.
gold, and Zemio wants in.
We didn't
Like,
even start
Can't
raid
gamble
yet,
what you
yeah.
don't have.
I was
That's only
about to say, I'm
$120
not even
in
logged
money.
into the game. I'm waiting for Digsby.
I put up whatever the max number was. It was 999,099.
All right, now I have to find Digsby's characters that are all strategically named things like Ninja Cook.
I don't. I'm not sure if you need to add Ninja Cook to the list. I don't know if that one's.
Ninja Cook can stay up.
Oh, I'm adding it to the list. Same with Bobby B. I just need to find him in here so I can copy it because I don't know what that alt code is.
What alt code are you looking for?
Oh, I just copied Bobby B's name.
To be illegal to have a name with a symbol above it.
Well, it's the what is it? A fucking S, but it looks like a B.
Oh.
Oh, it's the
On my
German double
world,
S.
it stands for Pope.
The S set. It's a German S. It's basically just whenever two S's would be repeated, it gets its own letter for some reason. So technically, it's not Sherb, it's Schurz.
Yep.
First,
Who the fuck is Natsu?
Sounds like a fucking.
Sag, isn't that your tank?
Yes.
I was gonna say it's an
Well,
anime
it's an
name, so I
evoker.
thought it was Shanks.
It's an evoker.
I thought it was
It's
Shanks.
similar to my tank's name.
That's from Fairy Tail, but so it's not One Piece, so it might not be Shanks.
It might be my evoker.
Well, it hasn't logged on for a year.
Not my evoker.
Not as
That sounds more like to be Shanks's.
That sounds like a Shanks character. I gotta clean these up.
Like a
soon.
Shanks dragon.
Definitely not me.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna
Frank
clean
plays
these
every
out.
day for the last year, so it
And all my
definitely-
alts.
Frank has logged in more days consecutively than that character has been logged out consecutively.
Jesus.
And the timing on Frank's streak only corresponds with when
Yeah, the
Discord
Discord patch,
updated
it
to
could
count
predate it. Just like Daruk predates time.
Oh my god.
We don't actually know how old he is.
You were there at the Big Bang?
No, before.
Rook was the snake that tricked
He was
Adam
the Big
and Eve.
Bang.
He gave Eve the apple.
That's right, we have this lore.
he gave Eve.
Are we sure his real name's not Adam?
No, he
He gave Eve
Where do you see
aptly,
Oz?
gave Adam
It's
the name.
Alan.
and it ruined their lives.
Gave Eve aptly.
Fucking aptly. Fuck that guy. I'm glad he failed that trial.
I mean, it
Hope he
was
fails
You guys
his
have
next one
any-
too.
it was unfortunate.
any
So
other arch
he did
nemesises
respond. Demon Pal also
in WoW?
did, but just because he left.
Just
Who
because
the
he was
fuck
connected
just
to
did
Aptly.
that?
Yep.
The reincarnation of the original.
Oh, were you in here when you got the story, Rake? Did you hear it?
What?
We got some Aptly lore. Duna heard back from that guild.
Yeah, he failed his
That he
trial.
failed?
Yeah, of course he did. But he failed his trial,
Yeah, I've been
and
here.
apparently on his way out, tried to be racist. Like used racism as the reason for them not passing his trial.
The fuck is his race?
No, like apparently one of the
He's a
members
white
of the
guy.
guild, like one of the
Light
officers
Forge
in the guild is
Draenei,
black,
obviously.
or he sounds. I don't know. He just said that that I actually underplayed how crazy he was, and that he tried to be racist on his way out.
Oh.
Or was racist on his. I guess he didn't try. He succeeded.
Yeah, there's not really a try of that. You kind of are or not.
Or do not. There's no trouble.
Oh, I wonder if this is why. Probably, actually. I'm trying to search something in the Discord, and I think the fucking streamer thing, because it turns names off, isn't letting me search by someone's name.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scroll back up into where whoever I want to send that guy.
Oh,
the
they
clip
gave
of-
him CE though.
Yeah, it
he
was.
killed Galley 3 times, and he parsed a 1, a 12, and a 19, and he didn't do any mechanics.
They're like, oh man, he really struggled. Maybe let's bring him again next week to see if he gets any better. Oh, nope, he still sucks. Oh, okay, 3rd time's the charm. Nope, still sucks.
That has to be like, was he alive for any of
yes,
those?
the whole time.
He was alive the entire time.
He just sucks.
Yeah,
Krozok did better than that while doing mechanics. His one time.
It is. Yeah, it is. The thing is that is not uncommon. If you guys, well, why the fuck would anyone give him a second chance? It is incredibly common for trials to kind of bunk out on their first or 2 pulls on a boss, because it's, you're getting, like, you're getting used to raiding with everyone around you. You're getting used to raiding that boss if it's your first time killing it.
Understand.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Are you sure he didn't do bad because of Tang on those kills?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Tang,
pretty sure
she was there on her own.
Yeah.
Tang moonlights in like a Giga CE guild.
Did we lose Alan or Og?
Alan has a personal emergency and may or may not be here tonight.
Oh.
So for tonight at least.
I haven't heard anything about Huog though.
Yeah, neither have I.
Huog is not connected to Alan. The other guy is connected to Alan. The
other guy's also here. You could ask him.
Yeah, Guard, you can keep talking about people like they're not here, you know?
I've been updating myself.
Not even on
Guard, I don't even
know who
impressed
half
with
you still
Guard.
confuse me and Oreo, dude.
He knows somebody's name, so we're moving forward with this.
Or he knows Alan is not the
you
warlock.
And Oreo sound the same, okay? Like
Some of you are pretty easy.
No, they don't.
I'll be honest. Some of you are a little bit harder.
That's
I don't know how
the
we
fire
sound the
chicken
same.
for a
I'm
reason.
hella hard, but for different reasons.
Bago is just bricked up.
Start clearing.
Hell
Like
yeah.
the easiest one out of all of you guys, Baelra.
Because he's Eastern European, yeah.
What the hell?
Wait, what
For
does
no
that
reason.
mean? What do you mean by that?
You fucking figured out who Baelra was by him talking?
Yeah, Alan, if you want. Hell yeah.
Goofy's pretty easy too. He sounds goofy.
I
That was
am
fake, to be
Goofy.
honest.
There's a whole reason I am named Goofy, alright?
Well, why do you think we had him name change his fucking evoker from clickbait with 15 alt codes?
Or
No,
you.
the worst one was the fucking paladin named
You.
Yep, that sounds right. That shit was so great. Oh. It was such a troll.
There's
I
some
lo-
I played way back in the day named you, but it was like YOU, no special characters.
Oh, I loved it.
I think that was during Mogashon. Fucking.
What?
And it was when the legendary wasn't personal loot, or it was personal loot, and it was like, you got the legendary, and so like 5 people thought they got the legendary at one time.
Me.
It was
I
funny.
was. Where's our tank? Oh wait, you didn't die?
No, I
God,
used
you
my...
were at like 50 health.
I had.
I died.
Yeah, I rezzed myself, man.
Oh,
That's
you
the
can res
thing. You guys
yourself?
gotta heal me. Now I'm stunned.
Frank's fucking DMing the healer.
Oh god, is Frank in Prot right now?
Yep.
I'm clearing. We don't have another tank.
Our whole night is fucked now.
Frank's gonna go
Listen.
commit fucking war crimes.
Only Sag's here, so. And he's sick.
I summoned Golden, but he's fucking off right now.
Yeah, I'm not even in the game.
You're heading
It's raid time, homie.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm not a DK. I
Why
can't
is
just
Guard
heal
offline?
myself.
He's
Probably for the same reason I haven't logged in, as I still have buffs rolling from last night, saving a bit of money.
Oh, what do you need?
Wrecked.
Oreo, they're getting rid of
know the
spell
money
block.
locked
Prop
up
Warrior's dead.
Alright,
Can't wait for tertiaries.
back to
Me
gambling.
too.
Still can't believe we actually manifested that shit.
Alright, we
Pretty
gotta
pog.
But it's not guaranteed. It's RNG still.
No, for sure, but we could roll
gotta
for them.
start small with the gambling.
But it's always been RNG. Just because you haven't
True,
gone yet
true.
doesn't mean you won't.
I can't believe they're taking it out next
Right?
What are they taking out?
Tertiaries on Curios?
No. Oh man, we're losing that. That sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, they switched that?
Yeah, you can't roll for it anymore.
I'm.
Hey, Oreo said we couldn't get it.
Was it a mistake? Or.
Oreo must have been wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's happening.
What, tertiaries?
Yeah, you can get tertiaries
on Curios.
Yeah.
No, they're taking it out.
You can't anymore.
I got another 32 weeks of this fucking bullshit.
You're leaving us in a year? No, that's
hopefully until they fucking change it.
I was gonna say, what is that, a California year? 32 weeks?
Yo,
what happened to the other 20?
That might be a year for me. I'm off all of summer. I got 3 months off.
Where are you
I don't
off
see
all summer?
anything about this.
He's a school teacher.
Oh, that's
you
right.
think they pay me during the summer? They don't need me.
Guys, I'm not seeing anything about this being removed.
What's up, Digsby?
We're trolling.
Yo.
Well, see, the joke,
Log the
Zemio,
fuck
is
on,
that
fuckers.
you currently can't get them, but soon you will be. But we already asked if that was true, so we invert, and it's funny. So now that you can get tertiaries, we're all gonna pretend like you can't.
So you're lying. God.
Yeah, no one's gonna roll on them for tertiary stats.
No one
anymore.
will roll for tertiaries next season because you can't get them. But you currently can.
What do you mean you can't get tertiaries next season?
I saw a blue
lying.
checker that said you could.
He's lying right now. Don't believe
I don't
his
lie.
lies.
I've never once
He just
lied.
did it right now.
One officer lies, the other tells the truth.
One always
Tell me
lies.
you're a cop.
If one only plays AUG and the other only plays Melee,
You have to tell me if you're a cop.
What does
Everyone
that
only
mean?
plays
they're both
melee.
wrong.
You have to tell me
Melee.
if you're a cop.
It's our lies.
It's our truth.
Do you see the new Brewfest mount?
Can we get a lock closet?
Yes.
The what?
Does it drop off a dungeon?
It
Or
drops off of
something
Core
else?
Dire Brew, just like the other one did.
Awesome.
It'll probably be
I
like the
I'll get it.
new holiday Love is event, whatever, because like it probably is gonna have a way
first
higher drop
hand.
rate. Like
I got both mounts the same Brewfest back in 2008. It's pretty good.
was Daruk there? Because I think he's the only one other person old enough to like be there for that.
I was playing in 08.
I started
No,
playing
that'd
in
be
06.
sooner. That'd be sooner because it was during. Actually, no, it was during PC, so it might have been 07.
I started playing when my brother forced me to level characters using Dungeon Finder when it came out.
So by the end of
Kata.
End of Wrath. Most of Kata.
Man, I remember going to like when that was out, the first day that was out, I was like, oh, it's gonna be so cool. And then it put me as tank every time. And that's when we soon figured out that you'll always be put as tank.
I would.
Well, that's a nice mount.
I would.
All right,
leave
Oreo,
Dungeons
log
a lot,
in.
'cause my parents would, I was like
Wait, I
9 or
PP
10 and you had
first.
to go do chores.
Where's Bell?
So I'd always have to come up with elaborate excuses
He's,
for why I had to leave the
he's
dungeon.
logging in.
Oh, I didn't even hear. Oh, I just saw one. Sorry.
Do you have pants on?
Yeah, where's Belra? Why am I always waiting on Belra? Jeez.
Bixby here?
Wait, what?
No, Digsby's not here.
Yeah, it's true. Cornsby is here.
Shouldn't it be
Brew?
Soysby?
I've been
Barnabussy.
The one and
Soy,
only.
soy,
Oreo
soy,
log
soy.
in. All right, so there is a little bit of new Mugsy tech that people are doing,
Oh shit.
and it kind of removes a pain point from the fight. So we're gonna 3-heal this bitch.
So I just started blasting.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna
Or,
3-heal.
let me get the note situated. You can.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll walk
changes.
them through it. Okay, so we're gonna 3-heal this, and just like every other problem in my life, we're gonna ignore that final set of mines.
The ones that we
In P2, that set where you blow up the mines and then have to do the jail set. We're just gonna root those mines. You fucking run the you slam the icicles through to them, you freeze them, and you just ignore them. We don't soak them.
We're not going to blow up any of them.
Nope.
Not
Makes
a
my
one.
life easier.
I understand.
Not purposefully, at least.
Do we blow them up afterwards? Because don't they become
Nope.
immune?
We kill the boss.
Nope. You just. This is why you 3-heal this. You just full fucking freight train the boss. We will lust at 4 minutes, so that will be as those mines are coming out. We will be pushing this 100% the entire way. No hold DPS, no anything.
Don't we have to do the jails?
Do we think we're skipping the second set of jails?
We do the jails.
We are skipping the second jails.
Yes.
How many?
By changing the DPS number, all we're doing is it's basically as if we're lusting on pull without lusting on pull. We're still going to hold lust for the 4-minute mark. But we're just going to push. We're just going to push a minute faster, but without lust. So it is still tight. This is a like this isn't like happy-go-lucky. Like we still need people to like do damage and not die. But hopefully we can just push right at the 3-minute mark without lust, and then just do the rest of the fight, and then we would lust after the roots. I basically whenever it hits 4 minutes, I don't know, someone have a timer, but right when 2 minutes
as
come
the
back.
mines are spawning.
Yeah.
And then all we're gonna do, we're gonna stack like behind the boss, bait all the mines that we can, run away, wait for frost shatter boots, do the frost shatter boots, and then just pipe the boss.
You want to stack? Like usually we end up spinning around to like over there by red marker. Do you want to stack there and then run the jails over, or do you want us to like group up
too far from them if you
green or something?
That's not the issue. That's not the issue, Astro. The issue is if we bait the mines too far back. Why is it pinging over there? What the fuck?
No, it's you're targeting like mugs or something. So if we don't bait it far enough back, we can't root them together.
No, if you bait them too far back, they get hit by the lightning beam.
And we have to be able to. It's just like the jails. You have to be able to go behind them to frostboot.
The lightning beam doesn't detonate them.
Yeah, it doesn't. That doesn't matter. But we have to go behind them to freeze them. So just bait them like right here.
So instead of what we're doing, where we had like half the raid on metal side by green and half the raid on X on red going into P2, everyone is going to be on dirt side going into going into that P2 when those mines spawn.
Yeah, that's it. Detonate no mines, have no
so,
problems.
Yeah, so we're going to bait those mines. We're going to go over to metal side at that point. We can just drag the boss away from him. He will cost frost shatter boots, and then you can just go around the mines, just do a wide arc, get behind him, and do that. And then once your mine breaks, you're going to use some form of movement to get back. Cheetah, hover, dash, shit like that.
Just in case anybody isn't visualizing the fight specifically, so we're baiting here, then we're moving here, and then you're moving towards the middle of the room to go around the mines, because you can simultaneously kite around the mines, clear your debuff, and then let the frost shatter boots go off, and then finish the circle.
So stand near green, run to the middle where the fire is, and then go hit a mine.
You can hit tag the fire on your way over, and take a wide enough arc. You don't slide into any mines.
Just use some
just share your screen. Just
do we think we're gonna kill them before the jails go out?
No.
We're gonna do the jails. We're just gonna hit every single mine with
we're getting the last set.
Was this the? Let's see, 459.
We're gonna be sending in very minimal people to jails, and people are gonna be fucking piping the boss in execute.
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering.
We'll still be doing the immunity soak, so just fucking live that soak and pipe the boss, and it should die.
The only I guess additional pain point of this strategy is that like us wiping last night to the mines becoming unfrozen and enraging, that's just a hard enrage for us now. If that happens, we wipe. So you have to just kill the boss before that happens.
So I want to explain how this kind of works here, right? is I want everyone to look at my screen so they can kind of get a visual of how we're doing this final set here.
Oh, this is from Rainey's guild.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're actually a good guild to use. They're like, just a good guild. And I'm friendly with their GM.
Their replay is also like the best for this because if I pulled a random like top fucking 50, you'd have people going like left, right, all over the place. And we don't really want that because people are gonna be sliding around, right? So they're gonna have their fire circle that's dropped in the center of the room here. That's the center soak on metal side. What you are going to do here, though, is these mines come out.
They get mass rooted by the boomkin and...
See, these frost shatter boots all get spawned back here. Right? We want everyone... We want as many people by the boss as possible. Because what we don't want to have happen is we don't want to have these players back here bait frost shatter boots and have them going the opposite way. So we're going to have everyone sort of like glued by the boss. Right, and just look at how this team of people moves around, right? You move around to the center, tag the fire that's right here in the center of the room. You're no longer a slidey boy, and you just go around them, right? The mines are still here. They despawn on the Warcraft Logs replay. But you see how everyone just goes around the middle, kind of clips into the fire, and then comes back? Right? They come out, and then you guys all just come back for the jails. Jails are coming out right now.
So what happens when we inevitably miss a mine with this frost thing?
They're rooted.
You die?
You can
Same thing that happens if you ever miss the mine with the frost shatter boots. You'll just die from the frost shatter boots.
It's a thing is you'll die from the frost shatter boots, or if you double stack too many like mines on top of each other, right? Don't try to hit the same mine. But if you do, I'll keep an eye out for it. If we need to soak it at any point because of the root shattering, I'll let you know.
Cool. Does everybody want to get on this side of the boss?
Does that make sense? We are probably going to have to... It's probably going to be a couple of pulls to get the swing of it, but...
We don't do nothing else in regards to timing. Lust on the second phase, right?
Lust is going to be like right when the mines are spawning, basically.
Yeah, it will just let me click Lust. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Are we gonna have to transition sides like a little bit earlier, like we were?
Potentially. That just depends on how much damage we're doing. That's just keep an eye or keep an ear out for it, Astro.
Yep.
Let me re-push.
I usually watch you. We're usually standing right next to each other, so.
Yeah.
All right. Also, let's kind of try and cut a lot of the stupid mistakes out that we can. We all know where the jails go. Make sure we put them in the right spots.
There are now 4 markers in P2. There is no... I will reiterate it once again. It's the only time we'll go over it tonight, because it's the same as it was before. Square is front left. Moon is front right. Diamond is back right. And Skull is back left.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
Break this bitch.
Where's the Og?
Not here today.
Hog is here. The DK?
Yeah, Hog is here.
A trial and they're not here?
Let's get this going. Yeah, but let's cut out on the like 5,
do
4,
good, stupid
3,
mistakes, right? We
2,
can still fuck around and have fun,
1.
but just.
Oh.
We got the wrong side. Oh, what the fuck? That was delayed.
Did he? Wait.
Unless
no,
we
I think
phased.
he did just swap sides.
We
yeah,
got both.
Mines.
We'll take it. New strat. Just deal with the fucking shit twice.
Make sure these soaks get
Group
picked
1
up.
share.
Community soaks. To get by that husky, take it to the wall. Everyone else get the dirt. Well, now here's some science. I don't know if we're gonna get 3 jails here, but we're about to find out. Well, we're getting jails in a couple seconds.
2. Oh, okay. Okay. No penalty.
Hold on, that's not enough room. That's not enough room.
Might be. That probably doesn't.
No.
You need a grip, let me know.
Yep, I'm gonna need one.
Frontal.
Finger gun.
Get a big boot.
Put the ads.
Oh, that's lovely.
Well,
I'll handle these punks. Be my guests.
Personals in 8.
okay, we're getting another set of mines here.
Go ahead and take the first one, Zemio. I need to get bubble up. Okay, I got bubble.
Stack.
Guys, soaks.
I do think we got extra stacks from transitioning.
We did.
So.
47. He's about to the face.
Why we're doing this? We want them to phase as we're transitioning over the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone on metal side starting out is.
Hey, will we only get 3 then? We still get 4.
What?
What do you mean?
On that last phase.
No, we'll still get 4. That doesn't.
You still get 4. Yeah, we figured that out in Prague.
Is just me using uppies that early just to put it on cooldown?
You using uppies that early is when he's transitioning to
This
dirt side.
being delayed
It got
for some
fucked
reason-
up because we
everything got
fucking...
put like 10 seconds late.
Yeah, your uppies goes on when we're transitioning to dirt before.
Yeah, I'm just asking because we have the Spirit Link totem down.
Yep.
I wasn't even prepared for that. We were already going this way.
Yeah, it's the 3 healing CDs are pretty set in stone. The comps all use the same exact CDs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more so it lines up with other shit later in the fight.
Okay, see that's what I was asking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, there we go.
First set of mines is coming out. Watch your feet.
Group 1 share.
This me immunity soaks. Next up's gonna be the tank beam.
Tank frontal. Everyone else get the dirt side. Well.
Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it.
First set of jails is coming out. Watch the tank frontal, and then we're getting a cast of Frost Shatter Boots soon. Watch it. Coming out now.
Okay.
You need grip?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. That shit never timed out. And then I got stunned. It's probably fucked.
Swap the metal.
Gotten like every mechanic.
Yeah, I like Drew.
Personals in 8.
I like Goofy's supposed to be doing it.
Lines are coming out. Just bait by the boss and watch your toes. I have a really far soak.
Bomb on you. Bomb on you. Bomb on you.
Tomsy's pretty far over there. In the middle area.
Route 2 share.
Soak in the center.
Watch your feet.
Lazy ass chicken.
Oh, there's some gold here.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We're probably fucked.
No,
not
we're
doing those
fine.
jails.
We're fine.
We just got
Yeah, we're supposed to push him, so...
Swap. And just stay on the boss here. We're gonna get jails, but it doesn't really matter.
Remember, they despawn. Just push.
Watch your step.
Didn't even get him.
The beams right here. Be careful.
This might be interesting, though.
Phase change.
Alright, we're playing this with minimum space. Make it work, boys.
Don't need it. Good job, Bago.
Easy.
Cowards take the easy way out.
Oh, this one's gonna be spicy.
Nah, we're fine. It'll cancel. We're good. Don't even need to go all the way around.
Guys.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I lived. I lived.
Okay, now we're done.
That's okay. I survived, but I had to use everything, including health pots, health stones, the green spell that looks like a flying dragon.
Phase 2.
You don't even know your spell ability name?
Verdant Embrace?
No, I don't know the name of this shit, bro. I just know what it looks like.
Bear Bloom?
So yeah, that's where we're gonna bait the mines, and then we would go over by the shocker and wait for Frostfire Boots, and then freeze them.
Okay.
No, Verdant Embrace.
Digsby's still mentally in the cornfield. Give him another pull to shake it off. I don't know, man.
Also, just remember with this jail, you just actually have to step just forward of the X to give him enough room. You don't have to go.
Do we want to just move the marker to there?
Just get rid of the fucking markers.
True, no markers.
We don't need markers on that first one. Which is great, people.
Left and right. True. Muggsy acknowledges that chickens are a war crime and punishes them accordingly.
Bullshit.
Metal side.
Yep. Be on metal side, especially in case you plan on pulling early.
I love that we watched Sag run into melee yesterday as DPS, and now we have to make Domsy do it instead.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Why is Domsy boomy today instead of Sag Ellie?
Because Sag had the DPS and sit on one-armed?
Oh. I don't mind. I'll figure it out.
DPS then sit in that order.
It's also... I was having issues finding a somewhat reasonable triple heal comp this week.
2, 1.
With Resto Druid. and a Mistweaver and a the fuck is that spec called, Husky? Disc.
Holy.
Oh, that's the one that's banned.
Alright, just watch these mines and make sure we soak the red circles.
Bomb on you. Group 1 share.
Community soaks?
Again?
What, you don't like that?
Telling you, doesn't like chickens.
I just want to do a damage rotation.
Yeah, this is part of playing damage, is doing mechanics. Especially range DPS.
Healer has to do mechanics PoV.
How crazy is it too that you have to actually look at the boss to do damage?
Everyone else get the
You
dirt
turn away
side.
healing.
Swamp.
Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Okay, we're gonna get jails in a couple of seconds. Make sure there's enough space on that right side jail.
Okay.
Guys, go
Audible.
trust the weak aura. Ignore what the other people are doing around you. Trust the weak aura.
Yeah, let somebody else be wrong, because we can fix them.
Frontal's coming out along with Frost Shatter boots.
You hear that? If you're
Casting
wrong, you're gonna
now.
get kicked.
Target you. Watch your feet. Frontal.
Somebody leaving
Okay,
that
both
jail
Diaz
decided
with
to
that.
take all the walls down.
Break the walls down.
Swap the metal.
I'll handle these punks. Be my guests.
Personals in 8.
Raiding another set of mines here. Watch your feet. Don't step on a mine.
Group 2 share.
And soak in the center.
Hell yeah, Domsy didn't double soak. Good job.
I learned my lesson yesterday.
Reading comprehension improving.
Alright, spray and pray. Just, yeah, hold it there. Alright, swap now.
My time. Gonna grind them to dust. Have it.
Watch your step.
Into overdrive. You're headed 6 feet under.
Phase change.
We're going left on this first set.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Just felt that one. Hit 'em with both barrels.
On the left.
Watch your step.
I think it's a spell it's used to.
Alright, we're baiting behind the boss
Phase
here.
2.
Bait over by dirt side. Watch your feet. Don't get hit by a mine here.
Alright, then root these. And we lust now.
Bomb on you. Target you.
Frost Shatter boots. Get around the mines.
Watch your feet. Bomb on you.
Alright, come back. We got a broken root.
We're gonna have to get one.
Guys. What are we doing here?
We're good. Never mind.
No,
we gotta
we're
clear it
not. We're not good. Why did all 4 of the jails get placed on
I'm
the right
front
side?
right, I went right here.
Man, that was done so well.
So, front
Bomb on
left
you.
is over here by skill, and sorry, back left is here, and front left is here.
Literally, I meant
Yes,
to tell you where to
it's
put it. I don't know
guys.
what
It's
to do.
it's It's the same we've always done them. It's
the
same.
Just pull up a replay and see what happened, because Goofy was there. That's definitely not any of the
front left
positions.
Goofy.
Wait, what you mean? It goes here, here, here.
No,
and
we
here.
have four. We have
Goofy,
four
there's-
markers, dude.
Goofy, we're doing it the same way we did it in Prague. There's 4 markers.
Someone was in my spot, so I tried to.
Drop on
go
theirs.
to it.
Yep.
You just go to it. Don't
Well, I guess
let
you
them
did.
be wrong.
Just fix
it is.
what was there.
It is the thing is I was back right. I went to diamond.
Yeah, there was no front left.
I got a dumb triangle.
There was no.
Goofy, Oro, Hong, and Frank.
There was no back left either.
I was front right. It said I went moon.
Yes, if you're front right, you're moon. If you're back, or if you're front left, you're square. If you're back left, you're skull. If you're back right, you're diamond.
See, my weak aura must be fucked then, because I got triangle.
Yeah, fix it.
I just updated it
The
yesterday.
weak aura does not give you a marker.
It doesn't give you a marker.
It literally tells. So, okay,
like it was different in Prague. My weak aura was saying something completely different in Prague.
Update your liquid weak aura.
Yeah, then what are you doing different?
There's been about 15 updates since we've killed this boss in Prague.
I just updated it yesterday.
The weak aura will not assign you a marker because it doesn't know what markers are on the floor. That is not set up for this fight. DBM and big wigs will assign you a marker and /say. Ignore that.
So,
that was the first time I've seen a marker. That's
I
all
direct
I'm
everyone to the Mugsy channel. I guess, let me just fucking, stream Discord itself, but, so, at 5:29, I post for everyone's reference. This is what your liquid weak aura should be displaying when you are assigned a normal jail. There's a text-to-speech, a text of the assignment. So it says front right. It shows the words front right, and then shows you a map pointing to front right. There are 3 simultaneous reminders of what you are supposed to be doing, none of which is a marker. Front right, visually, verbally, picture, fucking candy corn. And then, if you get a different assignment than your normal one, it'll be red text, where you're supposed to go, back right, a picture, and then the same thing, audio cue of your normal, of whatever assignment it's giving you. So you should hear, see, feel the one place you were assigned to go, none of which is marker assigned.
Second,
if you're not getting that, your weak aura is wrong.
I need to.
It's up to date. I have no idea why I
You
didn't
have
get that
all
done.
3 packages.
Yes.
Are they all up to date?
Is DBM?
Okay, can you share your screen and show me the weak auras?
No. What gave him the marker was DBM or bigwigs.
You just turn it off for this.
I'm assuming it's DBM.
But the marker doesn't matter, because even in my picture, I have a marker. You just ignore it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It is the thing though is DBM will assign you a marker. You just ignore that and you do whatever the liquid weak aura tells you to do. Because I got assigned skull, or I got assigned square. The liquid weak aura was saying back right. If you were yelling in chat, that's from a DBM or a big wigs.
Yeah,
I'm assuming DBM.
I didn't look at chat, so.
But DBM and bigwigs will also, if I remember correctly, when you get assigned a marker like that, will slap the marker somewhere on your screen. I think it's center top of your screen is where DBM auto will put text that says oh, this marker.
Import as copied. Update auras. It was literally working yesterday, and then all of a sudden, this time, it didn't fucking work.
Did you have a marker yesterday? Did you
I had a marker, but it wasn't. I had the words yesterday.
The words and the text and the picture?
Yeah, I had all that yesterday. I didn't have it today. That's what I'm saying.
We can run it back, but if you're just going to not have an assignment again, we're not getting anywhere until you figure it out. Unless we just guess that you pick right, you have a 25% chance of not wiping us.
No, I will say this is Goofy. Your weak aura did not trigger at all, because there are 3 people in Say Chat. Front right was for Frank, so Frank was assigned Moon. Quag was back left, he was assigned Skull. I was assigned back right, that's Diamond. Those were the only 3 people that said their assignment in /S, not /yell.
Well, I just redid it, so we'll see if it fixed it this time.
Okay.
So I just re-downloaded every single week order, all 3 of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, we're hitting the boss.
Oh shit.
What the fuck, Goofy?
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Pocket watch.
Thank you.
Group 1 share.
Communities, you're going to be soaking this. Everyone else be on dirt side. Swap.
My time, gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Give the enough space on the right side with that jail. Okay, we're in Frost Shatter Boots in a couple of seconds here. Watch the cast. Coming out now.
Frontal.
Hit both that finger gun. And swap.
I'll handle these punks. Be my guest, see?
Personals in 8.
Mines are coming out. Just watch your feet here. Don't step on a mine. Soak those red circles.
Group 2 share.
Everyone's soaking the center. What?
My time, gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Watch your step.
And we're phasing into P2.
You're headed 6 feet under.
Phase change.
Going left.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
We're on the left on this next set.
Watch your step.
Okay, we're bidding mines over by dirt side.
Phase 2.
Watch your feet here. Frost Shatter. We baited a bit too far back, but that's fine. Try to make the most out of it. It's going to be a bit tight.
Defensives.
We have 2B reses. We have 2B reses.
Nope, can't let it overlap.
Duna is the closest B res.
Group 1 share.
This overlap. We
This one
still
cannot
gotta we gotta correct this the jail shit. Like, there are 4 jails.
Did it overlap again?
Yes.
These two.
People are still putting them in the
Whoever
wrong
was on
spot.
Skull.
I just don't need to be like. Honestly, you can fuck off over
Yeah,
there
you
if
can
you
get
want
real
to.
fucking wide with it. Like,
Can I move square like this?
I mean, we put the
Well,
marker.
you might want to spread them
yeah.
a bit more.
Like, the markers.
still need them.
Square
Soak,
and
right?
moon still need to be somewhat close to each other. That's about it.
We were close
think
enough that the person could get it.
And then,
like, barely
yeah,
in
we
between.
baited way back. You still slide a little when you get in the fire, yes, Egg.
We were
I
like
slid right into the beam.
Are you on a different microphone?
Yeah, you're like your cam mic.
We
right
were
now?
liking people in a soap.
There you go.
No, we overlapped the things and then we baited the
And then we had people
mines too far
soaking
back.
mines.
So we need to bait a little bit closer to this line.
Yeah, it honestly
Died
it
to
just
the rocket,
it's
though.
just directly over. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be over.
We died to the rocket. It's a big soak.
Yes, correct.
It's just like there was not enough people in the soak, or if
Yes,
someone
because
dies.
they
Yeah,
died
people
to the,
were dead.
to the jail. The jail killed the people that would have soaked.
Also,
Guard was dead
we
before then.
Only
Yeah.
guard died.
real quick. We are baiting a bit too far back.
Yes, I mentioned that.
Yeah,
You wanna be, like, here?
what we want to
Here.
do is we want to be the boss, like, optimally, if we can glue the boss to, like, this brick here, right, it obviously won't necessarily be exactly there, but, like, that brick is, imagine that's the boss, you're going to want to be no further than that marker. You're going to be, like, almost touching the metal side. So you give the people that are running those Frost Shatter boots there enough room to move so they're not super squished by the beam.
Oh, is that what happened? Husky gripped Zemio in the intermission there?
She got stunned, yeah.
Got stunned, and then another one on top of me, and then I moved right to get out of it. Another one.
Husky's a fucking champion.
So
All I heard was no. Saw
was I
the
supposed to be in a
debuff,
jail
just
there?
sprint.
Because if so, I didn't see it still.
You're not assigned to jail unless you get a jail there, Goofy.
You literally
Okay, I'm
saved
just
me.
double checking.
I also pulled you right
Oh,
into
wait,
another one.
wait, you are assigned.
I didn't get a jail like a week or a thing.
Do you have your
popped up.
MRT node open?
There.
Oh, never mind. You're not assigned. You're not assigned. You're not assigned in that one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Did
I was
MRT
looking at
update
the wrong
only
list.
show like my name highlighted?
That's a setting you can check.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're in for a set of mines here in a couple of seconds. Bait by the boss. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine.
Group 1 share.
Some immunity soaks. Tank beam. Everyone else be under. And swap.
My turn. Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, Monk.
Make sure to give Digby enough space with this right side jail. Infernal and semi-followed by Frost Shatter Boots. Casting now.
Target you. Watch your feet.
I see a right on the left. Didn't want none of this.
Frontal.
Finger gun. Make sure you clip both the ads here. What?
I'll handle these punks. Be my guests.
Next up is going to be mines.
Personals in 8.
Stayed over by the boss. And soak in the center.
Please.
Tank beam, just watch it.
This one's just for you.
Alright, swap.
Watch your step.
Watch the beam.
Phase change. Watch your step.
Watch your feet here. It's more important for you to not get stunned.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Watch your feet.
Phase 2.
Yeah, we're gonna be baiting mines.
Danger, danger.
What? What?
What just happened?
Why is he enraging?
Angry. Did we all go from the middle side to the
That
brown
doesn't
side?
matter.
It doesn't matter.
I think. Did
Wait,
we
2 doesn't have this mechanic.
Did we never transition before we pushed him? Is that why?
Yeah, we transitioned at like 93.
Oh,
It did
fuck.
pop.
That's weird.
It did explode. Like it did damage.
We
to
have
us
to switch to
we
dirt
walked over.
before we push, regardless of when we push.
Oh, then we just
did.
called it late.
It did
Doesn't
a
it then you-
knockback and did damage to us.
I don't think it matters. I think it resets.
Well, it didn't reset his energy bar. I think was
It
the
didn't,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
But
supposed
it
to, and it
should.
didn't.
I need to reset him. I just fucking smashed turtle.
You'll be fine. Actually, no, you're immune to it.
I know I won't.
Yeah, we took a stack of uncontrollable destruction.
Don't die too quick, okay?
That sucks. That just reset all my stats.
Let me
Who pulled?
look at
Can't
something
remember
real quick.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I hit something and didn't mean to.
What do you need, Hwag?
Flashy pots.
Here you go.
I mean, I can go buy them. It's not a big deal. I should get a summon back.
You're gonna have to speak up.
Said I can just get a summon back. It's not a big deal.
How do you say your name, by the way? Is it Hog?
It doesn't matter.
It's Og. The H is silent.
You can call me
Like a
fucking
hog.
idiot. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Yeah, no, we never transitioned in the dirt. That's why we didn't take a third stack of uncontrolled destruction. I thought we did, but we didn't.
We just pushed a little faster than we had been.
Yeah.
You gonna call the whole DPS if we're pushing too fast or something?
No, we just
No, we just
walk
transitioned.
over.
Yeah.
Just-
we
yeah.
can-
We're not holding DPS at all.
Alright.
Yeah, we don't need that finger gun to go off, right? So if we're like real ahead of it, you just go over at like fucking 80 energy.
We just don't.
Was it one of the anchors that was still anchored, or somebody else?
No, it was just a late call.
Five,
I was trying to time it like
3,
to be as close
2,
as possible,
1.
but we don't just call it earlier. We don't need to like have that tight of a tolerance on it. Waiting for a set of mines here. Watch your feet.
Group 1 share.
Immunity soaks. Be followed by a tank beam shortly.
Oh, kill me.
Everyone else be
Okay.
on dirt. Swap.
My turn. Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Alright, next up's gonna be jails in a couple of seconds. If you get the right side jail, make sure to give Digsby enough space to run behind you against the wall. Alright, next up's gonna be a tank frontal. And then Frost Shatter Boots. Casting now.
Target you.
Gold.
There was Poopy where I was standing.
Just able to get out.
Straight behind the boss,
Yeah,
there
no,
is
I
always
can-
Poopy.
Well, it's straight in front of the boss.
Not
is
that
Poopy.
close.
I think
No,
we need
that's
to
behind.
not have the fire pools so far back. It's like we're just getting wrecked by gold. Trying to dip in for frost boots there. I constantly proc G death every pull.
Oh, because if you go here to get in the fire, you will always get hit. If you get here, you won't. Everyone just
here.
running behind
I'm
the boss.
here.
It's the boss was here where you are.
I'm not. I'm saying,
It's from the boss's trajectory of
the
hitting
gold-
the tank right
the gold
behind
drop
it.
this
Straight
was not
line.
Too good.
let's just pull the fire.
So if you
like
go
5 feet
anywhere
out.
behind the model of the boss, you will hit the gold. So if you go
have
on
to
the edge
be-
of the circles, you won't.
We just need the
you
fire
have
to be a
be-
little further out.
You have to be
It's the-
cantered. Well, regardless.
The only thing that
is
can fix
that-
this is Dixby running in. But sometimes he just does
The gold
too much.
doesn't need to
Sometimes
move,
not.
is what I'm saying.
So no. Okay, so
You don't
there's two things that are happening. Yes, the fire it needs to be inched forward a little bit, and two, Duna, you running where you were, you would have died even if the fire was further forward. You ran straight behind the line that Digsby got knocked back with the goal. You would have just walked into the fire and double stacked the tick.
Where was there fire that wasn't gold? Because Krozak and I died to the same thing.
On dirt side.
I was
You
on the
gotta
line.
canter to the. You gotta canter.
Yeah, line is bad.
On dirt. Don't be on the line because the line is covered in gold.
Okay.
You wanna
Digsby
be
is
on the
standing
dirt
here.
side.
He gets pushed. He flies like this, and he leaves the trail of gold, and then he runs like this. So there will be like an L of gold, and everyone just goes behind the boss and stands here, right where he got like flew through. And there is like a lot of people getting gold ticks constantly, and yeah, sometimes you just die because we called it out. Remember, like first 10 pulls, so just go on the side of the circle right here or right here. Don't stand right behind the boss.
Okay.
A lot of times I dip into the fire before it happens, but I haven't been quite as healthy tonight, so I haven't been doing it. I guess it's 3 heals versus 4.
Well,
I usually probably have some constant hots there, so I just haven't been dipping as deep into the fire.
Oh, going into that, I'm giving you like 70% DR. Because I'm hitting you with a power word shield, a pain sup, and a premonition.
Yeah.
That right there from Digsby was just okay.
5, 4,
I'm just gonna go assume
3,
that it's just not helping
2,
enough. I'm sorry.
1.
I don't know. I'm usually a little bit healthier than I have been, so I just haven't been going as deep into the fire. I'm just gonna go as deep into the fire as I usually do.
First set of mines is coming out.
Group 1 share.
And immunity soaks.
Line on you.
Meet tank beam.
For you.
Everyone else get the dirt side. Swap.
Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
And first set of jails are gonna come out. Give Digsby enough space on this right side jail.
Right. Target you. Frontal.
Getting tank frontal. Gonna be followed by Frost Shatter Boots in a couple of seconds. Watch the cast. It's coming out now. Next up's gonna be Finger Gun. Hit both the adds with it.
Frontal.
Swap the metal.
This fight does have to have some sort of fucking going on. I feel like that happens a lot. If you get picked for one thing, you're just doing
Personals in 8.
Whenever it picks like the furthest out sometimes.
Mines are coming out. Just watch your feet. Don't step on a mine here.
Bomb on you. Group 2 share.
What happened?
We missed
one.
soaks.
Yeah, I had to go really slow there, and bubble timed out right at the end there.
I think just a lot of melee is just booking it for the single soak, and others is just not getting soaked.
I'm soaking when I can, but I literally have to plant my feet and spam.
I was literally trapped in by 3 bombs, so I couldn't fucking move.
Yeah.
I was
Three spawned on melee, and like we were.
I was trapped in there.
That's like a terrible angle.
Alright, there's a repair hammer up. Make sure you repair.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First set of mines is coming out soon. Watch your feet here and make sure we soak all these circles.
Goofy, you gotta watch your feet, man.
Oh, somebody else got another one.
That shit's getting old.
Group 1 share.
Wait, that was the first one I died to.
We have 4 dead.
Just like
we're just gonna die here. Just don't soak this.
Watch your feet. Watch your
Step in the
feet.
fire.
I think we missed the soak too.
It was a wipe before that.
No.
Yeah, we missed
Because-
a couple soaks because somebody soaked one out in Narnia.
Or dropped a bomb
Go-
out in Narnia.
Goofy died, but after that was soak, missed soak right after, 3
I thought
seconds
2
later.
died when he
It
popped.
just downward spiraled after Goofy died. Everything after that's kind of irrelevant.
Well, somebody else got another bomb. Like I guess
Yeah,
I didn't
Oreo
die
did
from
too.
it.
The missed soak was here. So I was like, I'm not sure.
They're definitely worse than people
No,
trapped
I
in
did
from the
not-
bomb trying to get to
I
that.
did not hit a bomb. What happened
You
to me
died
is
to unstable
cluster bomb. I died to I died to a 998k overkill.
Oh, bomb, not mines.
I died from I died from the bomb physically getting hit by somebody.
Yeah, whoever hit the second mine didn't die from it, but somebody else got hit by it. So I know I only soaked 2.
Once we had like 3 deaths there, I.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, it was bomb got dropped to like 60, and then I didn't get the stack healed off of me, and I just got dropped to like fucking 2%.
All right, remember, when mines are out, you're fucking looking at your feet. You're not standing in where they spawn ever.
Can you give me
Ever.
10 seconds for cooldowns, please? You're good to go.
Toski's not ready yet. We just need to focus and do the mindsets, get there, do that jail set one time, and just kill the boss. And then we can start pulling Gallywix again. We all know this boss is more frustrating than Gallywix is. So.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Getting first set of mines here, bait by the boss. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine. Soap red circles.
Group 1 share.
Any immunity soaks?
Line on you.
Everyone else be on dirt side. Swap.
My turn. Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it.
First set of jails. Give Digby enough space on that right side jail.
And you got
tank
first
frontal here.
I'll get next fix maybe.
Frost Shatter Boots. Cast them down.
Get him up.
Finger gun. Hit both the ads. Swap.
I'll handle these punks. Be my guests.
Personals in 8.
Okay, we're getting another set of mines here. Just watch your feet. You bait by the boss.
Bomb on you.
Well, that was a double.
Group
Barrel,
two
can you get
share.
that last mine?
Soak in the center.
Watch your feet.
God damn it, Rake, you fucking terrorist.
Should we transition?
Swap.
Grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Watch your step.
And we're fading.
Overdrive. You're headed 6 feet under.
Phase change. Watch your step.
Right?
Watch your step.
We're going left on this next set.
Watch your step. Phase 2.
Baiting mines, baited over by the beam. Don't be so far back, Toski. Root these mines.
Lust.
So
we hit a mine.
Yeah, that's a way to buy. People weren't prepared to soak.
That might be the only marker we do need for, like, since we don't need the P1 markers, just we need a singular marker for baiting.
It was fine. It just should be behind the line of this, I think.
Yes.
Because they are really bare bladed. If there was a bait here and here, it means someone was behind the boss instead of being in front of the boss.
Could we get the marker for the middle soak there too? Wherever we had it there would have been kind of problematic.
For everything.
That, I mean, no one would have been able to break their ice off of that middle soak.
Yeah, they didn't. Someone didn't get like far enough. You could have broke it. It was just you had a very small area to break.
We have X as a marker. It was already there.
We got rid of X in the triangle. They were for his frontal cone and the tank thingy.
Yeah.
That's the marker for baits. Exactly where
the markers you're being in between those two markers when those mines come out.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so we don't have to be in a single file line, but that's as far as you can go back or forward. Watch your feet with these mines.
Bomb on you.
Nowhere to run now.
Group 1 share.
Some immunity soaks. Everyone else be on dirt. Swap.
Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
And jails.
Right. Target you.
Give Digby no space with that right side jail.
Frontal.
I got next kicked in me.
Frost Shadow Boots is incoming. Casting now.
Target you.
That's not right. Good job.
Frontal.
Walk the metal.
Handle these punks.
No, one time it was me, that time it was
sharing the same mistake.
Personals in 8.
So we'll talk about it after the book. Mines are coming out. We're gonna get a big soak in the center here.
Route 2 share. Watch your feet.
What?
My time! Gonna grind them to dust! Have at it, mug.
Watch your step.
MP2.
You're headed 6 feet under!
Phase change.
We're going left with this first one.
Watch your step.
Going right with this next one.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Yeah, next up's gonna be baiting the mines over by the dirt side.
Phase 2.
Mines are coming out. Watch your feet. Get around them. Root them. We got one kind of far off in fucking Narnia. Frost Shatter Boots. And then this is going to be followed by the next set of jails.
Target you.
It's your assigned jail.
1 mine is going.
Gruntle. Group 1 share.
Oh.
Someone get knocked into it? Yeah, I think.
The jail got knocked us away from it first.
Yeah, it's because
Knock
I was the soak and we got
knock yourself into the jail.
Gruntle.
Into the other jail. There's like,
Ours both broke, so when I got knocked into Moon knocked me out.
Yeah, so I was the soak, I was right here, we got knocked into here right as...
I think it's the reason because we lost it right before the jails and people just destroyed them.
Just get knocked into the wall. This happened like...
If we get knocked into the wall, we're not in the soak. The soak is supposed to be like right in between here, no?
Yep,
I mean,
exactly
if you both get knocked into the wall...
So I was in blue, and I got the soak, so I moved to the very edge so this group could soak.
Yes.
And then ours died and knocked us into this one right as it fucking blew up.
Well, the circle was covering the wall as well. The circle was big enough to cover both groups if all of them
when
got
our
pushed
jails
to the
exploded, they knocked us
The problem
out.
is timing. Yeah, it was just jail explosion and circle explosion at the same time. There is nothing to account for it.
Like, I don't know what happened here. I wasn't even in it because this person, whoever, just took.
It was just unlucky. That's all it was.
Right.
The guy was hauling ass. I watched him.
DK with frost boots, and then I got the farthest run.
You can't use your class as an excuse, even though that's completely
Yeah,
valid.
you should. They got baby legs.
Even though that's completely valid.
We have real quick. Who's doing the first roar and intermission there?
Me.
Is your roar back up for that set of Frost Shatter Boots?
Maybe.
If it is, just slam it there.
Can you put in the note? Copy pasta.
I have no clue what the timing is for that. I can just yell it.
Yours is on 1 minute, right?
I'll just yell roar.
It
and
should
if
be
you
up.
have it, use it.
It should be up by the time we
Gateway would through the fire would do as well, actually.
It's in the note. Don't fucking try and yell it. It's in the note. No, we're not fucking with gates on this shit.
Yeah,
we're not trying to overcomplicate this shit. It's literally just if you're in the 2 immunity jails, right? If you're in Square and Moon, you can literally fucking AFK and kick the goon until the soak goes off.
And
don't break.
As long
don't
as you
get.
eat the soak.
Duna, let me talk. Let me talk, Duna. If you're in those 2 soaks, just fucking AFK, kick the goon, wait for the big rocket to go. Your boss damage, sorry, it doesn't matter. The boss will be fucking dead before you have to kill the goon.
Yeah, just hold the goon.
So just fucking rotate kicks. Don't burst the goon down and get knocked away with the fucking soak and cause that whole fucking mess. Just do the soak, do the mechanic, kill the boss, and move on.
Cool.
The soak will break down the wall, and you'll still have to kill the boss inside of it, or the goon.
You still have to kill the jail.
Just to put in perspective, the boss is at 8% health there. The two side jails, Skull and Diamond, are bursting their ghouls down to just fucking nuke the boss. So you're gonna have like what, 8 DPS just cranking the boss?
Oh. They were good.
Just kick the goon, do the soak, and then kill your goon.
I assume you're feeling pretty safe there, Digsby, now?
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're in first set of mines in a couple of seconds. Just watch your toes here. Don't step on a mine. Watch your feet and soak the red circles.
Group 1 share.
The immunity soaks. It's gonna be followed shortly after by tank beam. And finger gun. Everyone else get the dirt side. And swap. Alright, next up we're gonna get jails here in a couple of seconds with this first set of jails. You get the right side jail, give Digsby enough space to get behind you on the wall. Next up is going to be the tank frontal here in a couple of seconds. Watch it. And this is going to be followed by a Frost Shatter Boots. It's coming in a couple of seconds. Watch the cast. Casting now. Next up's going to be a finger gun. Hit both the ads with this one.
I need grip. Thank you.
Frontal.
Get Toski up. Well.
Personals in 8.
Okay, we're getting another set of mines here. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine, and soak these red circles. We're gonna need a big soak in the center.
Where were those missed at?
Their last 2 came down, like one there. There's one here for certain that got covered.
These 2 were, I think, I don't know if the one by the
One of these got covered for sure.
All
I did
the
cover
melee were in
this.
the one by the stairs. Yeah.
So I assume some here.
I was waiting for that.
It wasn't there at the back.
I thought there was one like
We
there.
didn't have any mines detonate towards the back. If I had to take a wild guess, it probably went far right.
Yeah, because I feel like
Went
I saw
over
it
by
in the
ping
front.
because that was the only place that didn't have players there.
I was over there. I think it was actually like underneath the boss.
Yeah, we got the one.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking see it. So
Underneath the boss was covered.
There could have been one hidden. It doesn't matter.
No, it was under the boss.
Hell yeah.
He said BRB in chat.
Oh, I can do it more than.
Oh, he's ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, first set of mines is coming out. Bait by the boss.
Group 1 share.
Some immunity soaks. It's gonna be followed by a tank frontal. Everyone else be on dirt side. Well,
My turn. Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
first set of jails. You think there'd be enough space on that right side jail? We're gonna need a tank frontal here. This is gonna be followed by Frost Shatter Boots shortly after. Casting boots now. Next up's gonna be Finger Gum.
Frontal.
Walk.
I'll handle these punks. Be my guests.
Personals
Next up's
in
gonna
8.
be mines again. Just stay close to the boss and watch your feet. Coming out now.
Missed a good deck. No one got him. I would have got him, but I got knocked over here, and they were right here and here.
Is there a reason why the entire raid is pretty much in front of the boss there?
Do what?
Why, like, everyone is in front of the boss there? We have, like, nobody behind the boss. It's, like, me and 2 other people.
What's in front?
What do you mean?
You mean in the middle there by pings?
This side.
Oh.
Against the wall, there's no one?
No, that's where most of the raid is. We don't need most of the raid over there. That's like that's the melees. The range should be sitting like from back here to back here.
Can I ask, because I've been doing this every pull and it seems fine, but if this marker is the boss, is this acceptable?
Yes.
Think to yourself when you say this. Where is she?
Like, if this is the boss and I'm standing like right here, is this acceptable distance?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's the thing is the once those mines start coming out, once they've been baited, the range kind of just take what's happening is we're getting lazy with this shit because it's Reclear and it's not you can't get lazy with these mechanics. What's happening is we're moving forward, we're baiting the mines, and then people are only taking 2 or 3 steps back and not going back to where they should be. That's why we're missing this shit. We do it on the first set of mines as well. Like, we need to just do this the same way we did it in Prague. There's no reason to half-ass it.
Too far away.
5, 4, 3, 2.
First set of mines is coming out now. Bait by the boss. And watch your feet.
Group 1 share.
Any immunity, folks? Get Bigsby.
Here's tank.
Run out.
Next up's gonna be finger gun. Everyone else be on dirt and swap.
My time, gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Bring first set of jails. Give Bigsby enough space on this right side jail. Frost Shatter Boots is coming out
Frontal.
soon. Casting now.
Target you.
Next up's gonna be a finger gun.
Frontal.
Put both the ads. Swap.
I'll handle these punks. Be my guest, see?
Personals in 8.
We're getting another set of mines here. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine. And soak in the center.
Group 2 share.
Tank beam. And then we're gonna get a gun here. Swap.
My time, gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Watch your step.
This into overdrive.
You're on an intermission now.
Phase change.
Going left on this first one.
Watch your step.
Going right on the next one.
Watch your step.
Just rename Husky the
Watch your
tugboat.
step.
Oh, Zimio barge?
It's hard to see between the three different
Phase 2.
Okay, make these mines. Watch your feet. Root them.
Bomb on you.
Frost Shatter Boots is coming out in a couple seconds. Then we're gonna get jails as well here.
Target you.
Unrooted. We need root.
Interrupt 1.
Slow DPS.
Group 1 share.
Hey, rooted one.
I taunted that. Okay.
The ads have to die. The goon in jail.
Frontal.
Did the wall break and did you guys just walk out?
I mean,
Bomb on you. Bomb on
a
you.
little bit outside for the fire. So I think the fire just needs to be dropped like towards the back so we can still DPS from the front.
What's with this pool? Why is there a giant pool going through though?
We also, as we left the jail, ate a frontal there.
Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't on me. It's my bad though.
There should be a gap between. I think Square and Moon, right, is the one that overlaps Oaks.
Ideally.
A small gap, yeah.
Because if Diggsby can't, he has to like run there to eat the frontal, and he will not be in the soak because he doesn't have a time to eat the soak and then run there. And we want him to eat the soak.
You need space between blue and moon.
Yep.
Yeah, just
yes.
Same way as same way as we did it on Prague. Is you need that space for the tank to get knocked through there. You also need that space in there so you're not so close that you guys just completely nuke both of those soak circles in case immunity gets or a non-immunity gets reassigned there. The non-immunity needs a corner to go to.
Also, Diggsby probably could still stand in between the circles, but if you get pushed into this direction and he doesn't have a room to fly through, you will be pushed into the frontal as well.
We all just need to try. We also need to try, like, yeah, with this, need to wait for the ad to die, but it needs to be pretty fucking low so we're not having to stand in anything for too long to kill it.
Yeah, that was fine, other than 3 of us dying. Because the only one that was left was the blue one at that point, and it still only had like less than 5% health.
It was like 10% coming out of
the shield it gave the boss was basically negligent.
So we want to kill the goons, just not kill them too quickly, right?
You don't want to, yeah, we don't want to get
5,
knocked before the
4, 3.
That's only the
2,
middle 2,
1.
front and the 2 front ones. The outside ones can kill them.
They can die instant.
Watch your feet with these mines. Make sure not to soak one by accident.
Group 1 share.
And some immunity soaks. Else be on dirt. Well, okay, we're gonna get jails here in a couple of seconds. We get that right side jail, give Diggsby enough space to run behind you. Ready to tank frontal, and this will be followed shortly after by frost boots. Watch the cast. Coming out now.
Target you.
Next up's going to be a finger gun. Make sure to hit both the ads with it.
Frontal.
Well,
I'll handle these punks. Be my guest, see?
Personals in 8.
Fading mines by the boss.
You're gonna take that last one, Bell.
Route 2 share.
Soak in the center. Watch that mine.
Watch your feet.
Swap.
My turn. Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Watch your step.
This into overdrive. You're headed 6 feet under.
Starting an intermission.
Phase change.
Going left on this first one.
Watch your step.
Going right with this next set.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Watch your feet. And then after this ends, we are going to
Phase 2.
mine. Mines, watch out. Watch your feet. Okay, we're in Frost Shatter boots. And this will be followed by jails.
Group 1 share.
Knocked out of these jails.
Arms frontal.
Carl just has to hit ads.
Frontal.
Just don't hit the mines. Just keep it there. Just keep it there. Just keep it there.
Here come the
You
mines.
got a mine coming in. Kite the mines. Run away from them. Run away from them. Just run away.
Thank you.
We did it!
Ready! Hit the thingy.
Yeah, of course. That fucking
30?
figures.
Wait, you get 30?
What the fuck is that loot?
The item I did
They should disable that
nobody
belt from
wants.
dropping. What the fuck?
Can I get a belt, please?
Garbage loot.
2 of the item I
Alright.
denard.
It went okay.
Killing mini boss or no?
Yes.
Yeah, just kill the mini boss.
All right, so we're gonna need to talk about Gallywix because we have a couple of people that have never done it before.
It's break time.
Well, you can start
Break
talking
time.
while we on
We
break.
about to get break?
Well, we're not going to talk on break. You're not
kill-
assumed to be here during break.
Yeah,
Do
that's
we
fine.
want
Yeah.
to kill a
I'm
fourth
hella
boss
bricked up.
before we prog?
I mean, we can go kill like fucking Cauldron or something. We're killing the mini boss.
Wait, no,
And then
let's
we'll
just
go
kill
on break.
this. Like, fuck that.
Well, we're still gonna potentially do 6 bosses if we kill Galliwas fast enough.
I'm too many boss to be eligible for loot. And Zemio will fly away. Yay!
Bye bye. Oh, Bagel and Rick. No.
Hell yeah.
Soak those.
Rick, what the hell?
Why would I go flying away? I'm a monk.
Because you got hit?
Well, you did flew.
Oh, Ray probably released.
Rolling away. Rolling.
We'll just summon him back.
Damn
Don't
it.
worry.
Nice.
Husky.
I jumped right when you did it too.
All right, get these votes for this shit, and then we can go on break.
Fucking got him.
Oh.
No one wants this belt anymore, sadly.
Oh fuck.
Mog.
I'll take it.
Of course you will. You
Wait,
fucking.
it was Mog. You saw it, right?
What kind of lie is that?
Belra. Belra. Everyone in the raid is wearing the same fucking belt in RCLC. This is the first time I've ever seen something like that.
Are they all the same eye level?
Isn't there a weapon that has like luck on it or something?
No.
No.
Ring.
A ring.
I swear there was.
Does anyone actually wear these cloth shoulders as their off piece in like their BIS setup?
Nope.
I got 90. Well.
Ooh, I increased my bars. Nice.
Grats.
Impossible to have 99 this season. So many, so little vengeance playing.
Digsby, if you want to go on your DK, you can go on your DK here.
Oh, I don't care. I can just stay on this dude. Don't matter either way,
Wait.
honestly.
Why? How we would do it without... If he's, like, ultra soaking bombs?
Death and
Yeah.
decay is not good for the soybeans.
I think I could suck all the bombs, no problem, on the DK too, probably, but I'll just stick with it. It's fine. I'll swap next week and get my shit in on it, both of them.
Okay, have Belra play prep next week.
Yeah, you're gonna be Paladin bitch next week, Belra.
It's...
Well,
670.
Actually, we'll have to figure that out, because I don't know. That would mean we have to have someone do the jump bomb.
Oh, well, yeah. Somebody's gonna have to figure that out.
That might be a Frank angle.
What?
I mean, guard could do it, right?
I was gonna say, give it back to guard if he's feeling comfortable
You want
with
me to
pattern
leap?
and shit.
How do I do it?
I will say, having played through the entire phase without the bomb pressure, it's not that bad. And knowing where to fucking stand at the start makes it easier.
Just act like you don't have a. It's when we said don't get psyched out by P2.
No, it was entirely the laser beams.
No, I know that, but it's the thing is, you guys now see why we said like don't get psyched out by P2, because we had like a string of like 10 pulls on Prague where it's like we got in the P2 and we instantly wiped in like 3 seconds, and it's just like it's just very simple. Is the only incorrect thing to do in P2 is standing something on the floor. Anything else is fair game. You can go fuck off the Narnia if you want. It's fine.
Break time?
Yeah. Break summer.
Did somebody say the bombs are going to be a Frank angle?
Not this week, Frank.
Can warriors like run and leap back or something?
No,
No,
you
you run
leap off
and then
the
you turn
edge
your
and
camera.
then Oreo grabs you.
I like leap into the thing?
You run and jump.
You run and
You just
jump
run
into
and
the
jump.
abyss. You just hope that Oreo saves you.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
jump
see.
off the map to dunk the bomb.
Guard
yeah.
failed it already.
You physically jump.
I
see.
see.
Too, because I'll be right there.
So I would leap to get the extra speed boost.
Yeah,
Keep
get you
running.
there quicker.
Extra damage, yeah.
Charge to it on the other side.
I can't. It's no enemy. I can't charge.
They are
If you
actually
jump
enemies.
off, you get damage.
They have health bars.
My God, guard.
Can
You
I?
like that shit?
Well, I mean, charge.
You're
does
like-
it?
I
charge
was just
You
doing
can't
crack
hit
shit
them.
right now.
Yeah, you can't hit them though. They have an invulnerability shield, and charge wouldn't
No,
be
you're
able to
not
get
doing
to
a
them.
bomb this week, Frank, at all.
No.
I get that. You're saying
I like
possibly
that.
another week, but
have
charge
backflip
increases your
ready.
movement speed by
Don't-
70%.
don't-
I wonder how that
don't-
would work.
Don't worry about it.
You can't charge back.
Just get backflip. What the fuck?
I can, yeah.
If I do that, all my bag loot will fall out.
We can double backflip?
Wrong game.
course.
It's a talent, yeah.
Oh.
It's not really useful.
Very useful.
It is now.
It is cool. Is that
It's
that's
a
the
speed boost.
Can you do it if you're not expecting it,
Spell's
though?
card, no? Which one does it?
It's Aldrachi Reverse talent, choice talent. You get a CDR on Fell Blade or double backflip. For tank, double backflip is very important because there is a lot of where you move, you can like a lot of fights where you move this season.
Real quick, officers, if you're still here, pop down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
fear.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Real quick. We're gonna have our little like fucking end of tier discussion. While we're doing that though, we're gonna go kill Rick and
I'm gone. Yeah.
Cauldron.
Cauldron.
Die.
You guys racist, bro.
The hell, right?
I don't.
Oh,
owe
it's
you.
Goofy.
Wrong
Someone
druid.
said Rake. Someone said Rake.
We going to Cauldron first?
I didn't even read it.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'll
Go to
look
Cauldron.
for you to trade me gold.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
All right, who's bomb bitch? Not it.
All right, cool.
What the hell? What bomb?
We have 2 hunters.
I do not
Wait,
like
wait,
these
why aren't
odds
we
right
doing-
now.
Why aren't we doing Galliwix again?
So
I'm usually
the
Alt.
Again?
I will. Oh, why the fuck am I hearthstoning? It's the wrong button. I've said this a couple of times in passing before, but the general thought philosophy, at least with a fight like Galliwix, is very much a fight where you aren't gonna pull 2 to 3 new people in it for a week, because if you do that specifically, you're not gonna kill the boss. You're gonna spend 3 hours wiping to it, and you're gonna kind of tilt the fuck out of the raid. And that's not to say that like it's the fault of the new people. It's just that Galliwix is very much a fight where in P1 everyone has a job. It is very important for you to do that specific job, and if you die at any point, you cause a wipe. We're not gonna do it this week.
What the fuck did I log in this week?
Because we're doing this.
Hey, you're getting voted. Welcome to
Still
being
need
part
to
of
walk
a
out,
team.
but this.
Same reason you do any week.
But to further explain this is the reason why we're doing this is just vaults because some people are still kind of floating to NARS. Tuesday, where we will not be raiding next Wednesday. We have too many people out for 4th of July or other shit.
So instead of trying to risk
else.
what we like, given this week's success, regardless of people out, like if we're just not gonna assume we're gonna be able to kill Vexy, Bandit, Muggsy, Galley all in the span of 4 hours. So we're just gonna extend to guarantee at least we get Galley next week in 4 hours, hopefully.
Yeah.
What's 7.2? It's probably like August, right?
Yeah, like the middle to late August.
Probably like 7 weeks left.
There are 7 weeks left in the tier, but it is the thing is it's just for time consistency, and we have 2 people out this week. We have at least 3 people out next week.
We ain't coming this shit again.
No, we will. Galliwix is an easier fight than Muggsy, but it is not an easier fight if you have, 10 to 15% of your raids hasn't pulled the boss before. You pull one person in, you give them the easiest job in P1 so they can kind of see the fight, vibe with the raid group, see how it feels, and then go from there, and you do that each week.
Are you gonna save the lockout or like?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we can just go straight to Galliwix every
We
week.
will.
Well,
so
you
next
can't-
Tuesday.
Only next week. You can't.
No.
You can't
Once you kill
repeat
Galley, you
just
have to
Galliwix.
redo it.
So next Tuesday, we are going to zone into the raid. We're gonna go straight to Galley, and we're just gonna pull Galley.
I think we could just kill Muggsy straight in the galley. I don't think, and then unless you just after the galley just don't want to do a.
Muggsy, I think
people
did just
wanted
take
Vault.
I think, like two
you
and
said
a half
upsides right
hours.
now?
So
0.2 can't come out. My class is actually a disaster.
But
I can't believe they're getting rid of A-bomb loom. Like, what the
Hey,
fuck are they
Oreo, are you setting up
smoking?
groups right now?
We will have 3% more next week. Damage.
Make sure me and Toski aren't in the same
That
group.
doesn't really help anything.
So next week will probably be easier if we get the raid buff before we kill Muggsy.
it'll help a little bit, but that The damage wasn't the problem.
It doesn't fix the problem we were having.
So can we pull it or no? What about?
I don't think groups are set yet.
No, give me a sec to set groups.
You can pull it, but it probably won't go well.
Are we 4 or 3 healing?
That's a personal
guys.
choice.
You
I'm gonna
can-
stand in
you
the
can
middle,
fucking
so
2 heal it if you want. I'm standing in the middle.
You're not a warlock. Why are you standing in the middle?
I also have dots.
Are all the top parses still Destro?
I also have dots. I will be
Yeah.
standing in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'll grip you. I'll make
Yeah, I
you
also
stand in
have
the middle.
dots.
Okay.
Who wants to get gripped?
Real quick. If you're in group,
Grip me.
double check your raid groups. If you are in groups 1 and 3, you're starting on the monkey. If you're on 2 and 4, you're starting on the dino.
Yo, any signators?
I put a feast down, Hardy sushi.
Me.
Wait, do we go from middle to outside with the bombs, or from outside to middle?
Oh, dude.
Outside
Somewhere,
middle.
someplace,
You're
Demon
like this.
Pal is having an aneurysm.
Just
I didn't
go
hear
out,
anything. Where-
outside.
Can I be an asterisk?
I don't.
You're starting on
remember what
dinos, Emio.
I thought it
Odds
was
on
bam,
monkey,
bam, 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 bam.
Evens on
Yeah, we'll just
dino.
go outside the middle.
Just go outside the middle. It doesn't fucking matter.
We haven't done this
Yeah.
boss in a long time. I think
We're just gonna
we're
gas
gonna do
it
so
most
much
likely.
damage that it doesn't.
Just don't
really
not
matter.
soak. Please, please, please.
I hope
do
so.
what we
It'd
can.
be pretty embarrassing to wipe.
Also,
Aim the opposite way.
four R2 toy
5,
kickers. It's gonna be the
4,
hunters. It's gonna
3,
be Toski and
2,
Astro.
1. Help so. Watch your step.
This bomb soap. It's out of the raid.
Get knocked into it.
That beam.
Help so.
Fucking awesome.
Watch your step.
Out. Knocked into it. Alright, we did the exact opposite of what we said we were gonna do, but that's fine.
Hmm?
Or maybe I misunderstood. I thought.
We did the opposite.
Consider this outside the middle.
Watch your step.
Whoa, that's harsh.
Who are we supposed to be targeting here? Is it the raptor?
Dino.
Raptor.
Lorendo.
It's
Goddamn raptor.
Technically not wrong.
I'll explain my mnemonic later for how I remember.
Okay, alright.
Demonic.
I like some dinosaur trivia and
Help so.
fun fact.
That's an interesting.
My god, I can just spell ward and completely immune this mechanic. That's hilarious.
Try bait here.
You can also bubble it.
That's I don't have bubble taunt, but yeah, I could have.
Don't bubble it.
You gonna run across
Help
the
so.
bell?
Don't send these till they get to the wall. Don't send them till you get to the wall.
God, don't pick me.
Fine.
Yeah, don't sun them in the center. Who rooted that fucker in the
Watch
center
your
of the
step.
room?
Push there. Don't care.
Help soak.
Oh, oops. It will explode after. You will have time to.
I like things are
Watch
going
your step.
terribly over there.
Sounds like
It's been a time. It's been a time.
That was a crazy gas.
If only you saw what I saw.
It was fucking mental.
Hypothetically, I baited the beam right on top of the bomb because I couldn't run across it fast enough.
It's okay, you were just griefing me.
Of course, what else would I fucking do?
No monkey's coming, stop him.
Yeah, stop the monkey.
Watch your step.
It's everywhere.
My God, Astro, slow the fuck down.
Lamborghinis.
Without overcharging. Oh, you guys got him. Thank you.
Alright, he's gonna start to fucking slam.
I'm lagging. Someone else needs to do the toys.
Toys are done.
There's no more
down.
ammunition. We're fine.
By the way, if you get hit by anything here, you're gonna just die, so don't.
Zach learned that? Can confirm.
Yep. I was just testing, you know, had to
Thought he was
test it.
lying.
Mechanic confirmed.
The Mac right before he died.
Lip killed Calder for the first
Oh
time.
my God! So many,
Oh my God.
so much shit. It's our favorite
show it.
trinket.
So glad we could get a belt.
Oh,
Actually,
does that work for the mount? Because my big red button expired.
They're actually griefing.
Oh, can we get
Can't you
tertiary?
buy the mount from over here? Where do you buy the mount from?
Does it drop 2 fucking belts?
Is
I
your
don't
disc
think
and
the
everything?
boss drops anything worth, but
You could buy the fucking toys.
Need my tertiary.
There's
Now
like
that
these
you can get
vendors
it.
out here that
Oh,
sell
shit.
shit.
They're getting rid of tertiaries next patch, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're just removing them from the game.
That's what I heard from a very reliable source.
Yeah, Frank.
Oh, this is the right way.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
I made 3 divines.
Only
so
I
I'm doing
get
great.
tertiaries.
3 divines?
Yeah.
I could have played this season. I haven't played in a fucking hot minute.
don't
Got
play
2 for my
hardcore.
boots
The
and 1 for my mad bird.
mercenaries,
Oh, I see
the
how it is, Derek.
mercenaries will fucking destroy you.
Yeah, the mercenaries just fucking one-tap you.
Are you waiting for loot on the cauldron or what?
Just perma-freeze it.
I'm coming.
No, it's like it's literally 5 of us here.
I'm a coming.
I don't have my
Getting ready to be
elite
six.
talents.
Oh yeah, actually it's 6 people.
I don't have the mount. Keep mounting this characters. I was just using my regular mount.
Wait, you
Fuck a
don't
while.
have the car?
Wait, Bixby,
I put it on my action bar somewhere. I know.
you just have you not zoned in the undermine at all on your paladin?
If you
Really?
zone in,
No.
oh,
Dixie, you just gotta take the teleporter and Dormicall and it lets you fucking mount.
Right, he's
like a
going
lot.
green. He's saving his emissions.
That's
Oh,
right.
he's following the Oreo EV.
Oh shit. Alright, who's doing bombs or soaking?
I'd rather do the part. I don't really want to soak.
Oh, you just want to be a bystander?
Oh, no, right. No, he's the one with like strong legs.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I did.
I don't
Rick,
speak
you're
guard,
so
so I
good
don't
at
know.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, Bear's really good at
guard.
soaking
You
that.
could have guard go tank.
Or you know,
Yeah, it's guard's turn. Yeah, it's guard's turn.
Or you know, it's our mechanic.
We made Frank do it last time.
I don't care.
Oh, you're talking about that. You want me to prot warrior? I'll do it. Fine, whatever. I don't care.
Just make
Oh,
not
no.
Goofy do it.
God, Frank's
you
gonna
want?
start
he's
saying
already getting the
slurs.
Prot Warrior attitude, and he hasn't even changed specs yet.
I'll do it. I don't care.
You sound like you want to do it though.
I don't really like this boss. Let's just do this.
Alright, we just have to kill this boss, and then everyone here has a 4 vault, and then we can have our conversation.
Wish I had a
Birds
4
and the
volt.
bees.
Oh, yeah, we're not gonna go do Sprocky, the best boss. The fuck?
No,
We gotta
Next
save it
week.
for next week for our 2 vault.
That's
We can't next
is-
week.
Yeah, is what we're doing is we're gonna do Galley and then we're gonna do Sprocket and then fuck me, we're doing Sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We're
damn
doing
it.
sticks.
We could do Sticks this week. We're only getting a 2 vault next week. Right?
Yeah,
No,
sticks.
I don't want to do Sticks.
Oh, we could get a 6 vault for some people.
That
There's
fight
only
is
be 3 bosses
No,
next week.
we're not
Fucking
gonna
ass.
do a 6 vault.
Sounds scared.
We're just wasting a
It's
boss.
not.
then.
it's not about being scared. It's just about it's not necessarily worth it.
We don't have a huge amount of time next week, and we actually have to we have to have this conversation at least some point soon. So it needs to be either this week or next week. And if we're not doing it next week because we're doing Galley, we need to do it this week. But it is the thing, is the reason why we're having all you guys here and why we need to have this conversation soon is it also involves stuff during Reclears. So it will be a thing, is that's why we need to go over it fairly quickly.
Alright, do we want to throw markers down?
Mr. Mage Man, can I please have food?
You just call me Crow.
Dude, I've been using the new ability, man. Just
you're
use that,
Mr. Mage
Husky.
Man.
Where do you
That
see
doesn't give you
Og?
mana though.
It's Alan.
Doesn't give you mana at all? What a shit.
Considering I do, yes.
Okay, Mage Hood's way better anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Mage
You
Man.
like my sushi?
I like how these ones just go meow instead of like this.
I couldn't tell if that was a soundboard as well.
Meow. Meow. Nope, that's just my mouth.
Meow.
The fight is very much just listen to calls. If I tell you that you need to glue yourself to the boss when you're melee, because we're baiting pylons, do that. Just bait cleanly, kill the ads. GG. Don't step on shit in the intermission.
On everything. Who takes first on this, Billra?
Yeah.
Your mom.
4, 3,
Oh, got him.
2, 1.
My spear!
I know.
Oh no!
Watch your
How could the
step.
boss move out of the spear? It's cheating.
I threw it down.
Spear?
Yeah. My Mythic Plus.
Why are you in Mythic Plus talent? Okay, kill the ads.
I'm taking.
There you go, right there. That's
Oh wait, what the fuck? You're brought?
Yeah, I'm gonna soak.
Welcome to the raid.
Help soak.
Grab
Help
it.
me.
Click shield break on that first pylon and then get back for
Spread.
baiting amps. Click break and then bait amps.
Watch your step. Watch wave. Help soak.
Bringing it shield breaks, and then that's going to be followed by an
Mind
amp
control.
bait in a couple of seconds.
Kill ads.
Bait amps. Bait amps. Bait amps.
Watch your step.
Amps have been baited.
Grabbed it.
Clear those ads. We got one far right.
We got overloading amplifiers right now.
I'm getting them. I'm just waiting for my stacks to fall off.
It's
And
not
I'm
just
gonna-
Frank's job, people.
It's not
Kill
just
ads.
Frank.
Shield break those and clean up these ads. Just shield break and clean up the ads.
that's
we
a
have
bit
far
stacked.
left.
Watch wave.
We have like 2 in Narnia.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yep.
We have another one
Phase
gonna
change
go off.
upward.
Probably defensive.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, we got it.
Mind control.
Watch your feet.
Get knocked upward.
Lagging.
Get knocked upward.
Spike and then break.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Watch your feet.
He's not the
Get
middle
knocked
one.
upward.
Fuck.
Crip Husky, please. Oh, I refuse.
You got plenty of time.
I don't know why you thought that was gonna be close.
I mean, kind of was. Oh my god.
Watch your
Okay,
step.
on that
Splitting in.
first shield break, we need to break the one on melee and the one that got dropped on triangle there.
Killads. Watch wave.
It's going... Yeah, so pop a personal here. We're gonna have a haywire.
We have 2 in Narn.
Help soak. Mind control.
Bait that amp as well.
Watch your step.
Baden, taking the star.
Watch wave. Help soak. Spread. Killads.
I need to target something
Oh.
first.
Wow.
Was anyone else not able to see the charges? I couldn't see the charges at all.
All right. Let's have our conversation.
So we can hearthen power, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we can get out of the raid. Just stay in Discord.
Yeah,
Discord's
we're
the only
done.
thing that matters anymore.
Does anybody even want any of this loot?
Yes,
actually.
What?
He wants that sword.
Oh, sorry.
Abyss Paladin?
I don't
No,
know.
yeah,
But
I
I drink
guess-
it.
The higher
I guess
level
it's a
upgrade
fucking
anyway.
myth. Yeah, it's not even close.
He's a crafted.
Trinket that I can't get for a while. I'd love.
All right. What tier is this? Does anyone need Mythtrek tier? Rake, are you not wearing? You're not wearing a
Oh,
shoulder.
I just hit biz for everything.
I understand.
No, it's showing that you're not wearing a shoulder.
Oh shit, I'm not.
Well, I thought you were wiping the bungee. Good job, dude.
Dude just took his
kidding.
clothes
Boy,
off
Rake.
IRL and in game?
Had to go to
He's
the
just-
Goldshire, so.
Who does
Did
anyone
he have
actually want
in Monty?
Reverb Radio? Is that good for anybody?
Guardwood.
Depends
Guardwood,
on,
but
like-
it's only for Mythic Plus.
Okay.
Yeah,
good
give
enough.
him instead of me.
I need to complete my trinket collection.
All right. If you got gear, so Cornsby, Rake, and Guard, just run over to me.
You can keep it.
I don't fucking want
You're in raid.
I don't either.
Shut up.
Roll
Take
for
it. You don't get a
fucking
choice now.
tertiaries.
I'll roll for Tersh.
It's not even my
Give it,
class.
give it the sag then, because
It's not in my class.
Oh, I'm coming back.
It's
We'll
not
summon
even
you,
my
we'll summon you.
class.
All right. So this is also gonna require input from all you guys, because while me, Oreo, and Duna are the officer core here, we aren't gonna make 100% of the decisions on how everyone plays the game. I just want to know what everyone's goal is in the game to make sure that we're all on the same page, because it kind of happened a little bit this tier when it came to like pre-fight prep, where some people were really invested in learning how to do the fight prior to the being in the raid, and then other people were kind of along for the ride. If everyone wants the goal to be just like we chill and get CE, then that's whatever. But I just want to talk about that for a little bit.
I mean, regardless of like what we want to do, whether that's like we want to keep improving rank marginally each season, stuff like that, is the one thing that like we do need to set a baseline here, because it happened on Gallywix, and we can never have this happen again, where we show up to a mythic boss, we pull the boss, and someone goes, "What the fuck? It's P2." We can't ever have a situation where someone has never seen a VOD or anything else of that capacity going into a fight like Gallywix. Because there was a couple of you that had no clue that the fight actually started with the intermission beams. And that's something we do need to change, is that like there's like fucking... There's a lot of hours in the week. We're only asking for 30 minutes. Actually, let me do the math real quick because it does
what's
put
our
it into
first bullet point? I'm trying to
perspective of
find
how
like
little-
more curated questions to ask.
Do people want to kill mythic bosses, or people just want to chill and it happens when it happens? Because I do the former. Like, we could have killed Gallywix a good month earlier than we really did.
Yeah,
and it's kind of frustrating that some people don't prepare themselves as much as other people. It's actually really frustrating. That's my 2 cents. We should have killed this boss at a reasonable time about a month ago, and everyone should have their almost have their mounts by now.
So
That's
real
my
quick,
take.
I do want to put it into perspective of like how I know it seems like a lot doing stuff out of the game, shit like that. There are 10,080 minutes every week. You get 10,080 minutes a week. We are asking for 30 of those minutes. Is at some point outside of raid time, you go watch a VOD of like someone who's played the same spec as you, like Hunter has, I think Banshers does a bunch of them. They're in a top 50 guild, shit like that. Is like you even if it's not just a top 50 guild, go watch the Dratnos guide, something like that beforehand, before we go over to raid. We will still watch the videos in raid to kind of like people can ask any questions about the raid plan that they have. It's like, okay, so I watched the video, I saw this mechanic, but like in the raid plan, you're saying we're doing it this way. Dratnos did it that way in the video, right? We'll still go over that, ask those questions, but we can't have another situation on Gallywix where we pull the boss and people have no fucking idea what any of the mechanics do.
And then they want us to, like, I guess, like, that's in itself its own, I guess, problem, in my opinion, but then the secondary component is, well, hold on, let's take raid time, our 8 hours a week, to go over it, something that I could have done at any point prior, in any week prior.
There was something Max said, it's like a lot of guilds are video pool bosses, video pool guilds, where they'll get to
every guild other than Liquid and Echo are video guilds.
They'll get there and they'll spend 30 minutes looking at a video, which seems a little unnecessary.
Well, to some extent.
Having like, oh, well, we're going to do this, let's cover this first phase, and you should know what to do, this is what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. Not 30 minutes of watching the whole thing.
Well, that's
it's people's first time ever even seen the boss.
Well, no, but that's the thing, is that video time is not meant for you to learn, oh, this is what the boss does. That video time is for you to ask like, it's a final go over for like the beginning of progression, and for you to ask any questions you have in regards to the raid plan. Which is another thing, is if you have any questions about any of the raid plans that we post, you're like, oh, I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to stand. Is the timing on this correct? Or like, I just don't understand the way that this is like put into the raid plan. Ask one of the officers outside of raid time. Please do not ask halfway into Tuesday night, because that means that the first half of Tuesday night you had no fucking idea what was going on, which effectively means we burned 2 hours. Right? That's just what we're trying to cut down on that, because it is the thing is like Gallywix realistically could have died 3 to 4 weeks earlier this tier, and that's even including like all the early absences that we had. And we'll go over some other stuff, but it is the thing is we can't have, and I'm using Gallywix as an example. Gallywix isn't the only fight that happened this tier on. It was Sprocket, Muggsy, Gallywix. I mean, still
Bandit a little bit, Sprocket a little bit.
But the little bits add up.
Yeah, exactly.
Is when we have 8 hours a week, if we take an hour and a half or 2 hours every week having to re-go over stuff, burning time, progressing because people don't fully understand what's going on. So the thing is, if you have any questions, please just ask. No stupid questions. I'll say it a million times. There are no stupid questions. If you don't understand something, well, yeah, if you're asking me what button I should be pressing that moment, I don't know.
You finish your statement. I just do have, like, because there is a second half to that, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, but it is the thing is, right, like, if you're like, I don't understand this, please just say that. It's not gonna think any less of you. Don't think you're an idiot. Nothing like that. It's just that if you don't understand something, ask. We can go over it so that you can understand it, and that'll cut out legit, like, multiple hours of progression time over the tier.
my amendment to that statement is that like everything Oreo said is 100% true and valid, and I think that's the philosophy we share as a leadership team. We want people to ask questions. We want people to feel like they can speak up if they don't know something, unless, like Oreo mentioned, we're 2 hours into raid, and you're saying, "Oh, what's my assignment again? Where am I supposed to go? Is this back left or is this back right?" And it's a boss we've not only killed, but we've done 100+ pulls on. Like, that's where the question becomes a stupid question, because that question is before we pull the boss, or maybe as we get to P3 of Muggsy, you clarify that, not post-CE 100+ pulls into the boss, you're asking that question, because that means we killed it despite you never knowing that information the first time.
And we don't want fluke kills. That's
that's the thing. Well, it's part of the reason is why Muggsy was so messy tonight. Is we still have a couple of people. I will be talking to you after tonight.
Can I say
you have no fucking idea what's going on, and like I need to figure out what part of the fight you're not understanding so that we can fix that, so we don't spend 20+ pulls on that each week. Muggsy is like a 2 or 3 pull boss.
Can I say it all comes down to the question, like what's the expectation for the guild? Do you want to actually kill stuff in a reasonable time? You want to move up to that US 200, which is entirely reasonable and we could do it, or are you just here to have a like casually get CE? Because I think everyone wants to do a little bit something different, and the people that want to be casual, maybe they shouldn't be here anymore. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the thing is
we are not getting US 200 with 2 days guild. That's a 2-day guild for us.
Regardless of what you want to do, whether you want to be more casual, you want to push a bit more rank, that doesn't matter. Like the baseline that we're setting is, once again, 10,080 minutes in a week. We're asking you for like 30, maybe 40 outside of raid time to go. I'm gonna go look at the raid plan. I'm gonna go like Google Devastation Evoker Gallywix POV, right? And you'll find a video with like a couple thousand views on YouTube that'll show someone's POV of it from that spec's perspective, right? That's all we're asking, because if you do that, legitimately we would have cut like 30 or 40 pulls off of Gallywix. Gallywix would have been a 60 or 70 pull boss.
I don't want it to be a point of like, because it's not what we're here to talk about exactly. I just, in case it gets brought up again or before it gets brought up again, the example is US 200 for this season. They killed Gallywix a month ago in 100 pulls, and they raid 9 hours a week with splits. That's the comparison. Just for a metric, just if you really want to throw a number at it. But like, could we have done a lot better? Yes. We did worse than we did last season, respective to the other people around us, given that this was an easier season and all the aforementioned problems / missing raids or whatever. And we kind of expected we could have done a little bit better than last season, and we ended up doing worse.
I would completely disagree that it's a preparation issue that we had for the most part. It's just a skill issue.
I think it's both, but
once again, it's not the only thing, but the biggest elephant in the room currently is the fact that, once again, is we got the Muggsy, we pulled the boss, and people went, "What the fuck? This is how we're doing it."
Wait,
and
what does this do?
We had the same, and we had the same exact thing happen on Gallywix, and we can't have that, and it's the thing is it's not fair to the 12 or 15 people that spent the time outside of raid preparing for the fight if you just show up never looking at a raid plan, never looking at a VOD, pulling the boss, and then going, "Oh, what the fuck, this is what it does," because the 30 or 40 minutes that those people spent outside of raid just got wasted, because now we have to go over it for 30 minutes.
I also will say, I know some people can look at a raid plan, have an idea of what's going to happen, but the second it happens on their screen, like they have to see it on their screen before they connect it. That's fine. if people just take the time to look over the raid plan and have an idea of how we're doing it or how we're planning on doing it, that would knock a lot of time off of our progression for sure. Because we spent a lot of time this tier, like reading through the raid plan during raid to explain to people where they need to be.
Yeah, we should never have a time in raid where someone goes, "Oh, what's this mechanic?" Right? You can be like, "Oh, that's how that mechanic actually functions," but you should never go, "The boss is casting XYZ ability. What the fuck is XYZ?"
Or what stunned me on Galley? There's only one ability that stunned you, and it's very obvious how it happens if you've looked up Gallywix. What stunned me shouldn't be a question.
These are the things that like we kind of need to cut down a bit on, because it's unfair to the people who spend the, albeit fairly small amount of time outside of raid prepping. They show up prepped, and then we just burn another 30 minutes in raid because people don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And I guess whatever time we assume the average person takes, like just double that plus for us actually making the plans. Because we feel like our time is even more wasted because, like, especially Daruk specifically, I had shit going on with work at the beginning of the season. I wasn't able to do a lot of it. Daruk basically did all the raid plans himself, and he would spend literal hours going over making a raid plan just for us to pull the boss, and someone would be like, well, what's the raid plan? What channel is that in? Like, he spent hours on Sunday making it for someone just to not even look at it. And it's not like Sunday before the Tuesday we pull the boss. We always made sure to make raid plans the week before we even remotely think we're going to kill the boss. So in this season, we never killed something like a week earlier than we kind of had expected to. So the raid plan had been there for 2 weeks at that point.
I know some of ours were up there for months.
Exactly.
For raid plans.
The first 3 or 4 are always there before the raid even comes out, just because we do plan to do those quick. But that's kind of decides the point. So
I really do like that we watch the Dratnos video before we do any polls, because there's something we change from the video, and that's really good to go over together. Like, just because our comp is different, or we're dodging left instead of right, or something like that.
That's why we'll still go over that. But it's as I said earlier, that should never be your first time seeing the fight.
Yeah, that shouldn't count as you
like
watching the video. That's a refresher. That's not a okay. The boss is spawning and where is it going? Like that is an update, an amendment to your current information, not in place of.
I would think more productive would be not just saying be prepared, say the examples where people were not prepared.
We kind of have
something that we saw that's happened and shouldn't have happened. I can give you straight up 10 out of the top of my head.
I get. Doesn't need to be public. Each person has varying degrees of preparation. Some worse than others. Some no preparation at all. We will handle that privately in DMs of being like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what we recommend. Like, find a fucking VOD channel on YouTube. Like, once again, as I say, for hunters, banshers, we just used him for, like, as a general, because BM Hunter is a fairly, like, common raid lead spec. It's a good POV for looking at a fight.
Well, most people are going to end the night thinking, oh, I wasn't the issue. And that's going to be everybody in the raid almost, probably, unless y'all reach out and tell them, you know what I'm saying?
I will be doing that over the next week. But that is the thing, is I don't need to, like, call out individually 10 people and have a bunch of people, because in a group setting like this, it'll just
No, not in a group setting. I'm just saying the night of, if y'all have an issue with how people approach that night, if they, turned up to raid and said, oh, I've never seen this shit, then that needs to be addressed that night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you don't need to say names. Like, we have examples of mechanics, right?
In whispers.
Even right now.
I guess, yeah, I gave a mechanic. That was one example that I still remember, was someone said on Gallywix, oh, I got stunned. What stunned me? Like, either that was a rhetorical question, or they have never looked at Gallywix at all, because there's only one thing that stuns you, and it's very obvious how it happened.
I mean, it was Muggsy tonight. Is another
Muggsy
common
tonight.
one. Is
Yeah.
people asking where back left is, and the thing is, it wasn't the trials asking where was back left. It was the Raiders, which is concerning because we've done that jail set. Like, we've had that jail set in place. They go in the same spot for 120 pulls, right?
Well,
not every pull gets to that set MP2, but that plan has never changed. Like, Muggsy, we do Muggsy the same way we did it on Prague for the first half of Prague, where we skipped that P2, that second jail set in P1. And the only difference is we don't detonate those mines, we fucking ignore them in P2. That is the only thing that has changed. Everything else has stayed the same. There should have been, like, no questions on how we're doing the fight from the Raiders.
Well, you also said it twice yesterday and once again at the beginning of raid today, so...
Yeah, like, it is the thing is... that is what we're talking about in terms of, like... It's, I mean, I have a list of people I'm going to talk to over the weekend of, like... The fact that we killed Muggsy and you're still like, what the fuck is going on, means that we kind of lucked out.
Yeah, we just got lucky when we killed it, because you still never learned the fight the first time.
Yeah, and we can't have that. It's the thing is if you ever have a question, again, my DMs are always open. You can DM me, just say like, hey, can you draw me in MS Paint where the fuck the markers or the jails go, and I will draw you the best goddamn masterpiece you've ever seen.
And Daruk did exactly that on May 28th. The raid plan's still there. With names, even, more specifically. Not only that, but with names.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, sometimes things get lost with people typing a lot in some of those channels. I think anything that y'all want us to read, y'all should just ping in those, or pin in those channels.
We can also change those channels. What we can do is we can lock the actual individual boss channels so that you can't post in them. We can just add a final channel below them, which is just feedback or just boss discussion in general, and we can just talk about all the bosses in there.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
It's more so that, like, the raid plans just don't get lost.
Yeah.
Right. That happens a lot though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So, like, I'm looking at Muggsy, and it's like I have to scroll up
quite a bit just to see May 28th.
We could format it like
people are talking about Bagos'
RLE
birthday.
Discord.
Yeah, either you pin it or you lock it, like you said.
Oh, that's something we can do then. That's but I guess so. All this to say, and anyone can still provide if they haven't had a chance to speak up yet if they want to say something. But like the whole point of this is what we had an inclination of what the general consensus was going to be, but we can't just force if the majority of people say, nah, I don't care, I would rather prepare less and just get CE when we get CE, if we get CE, I guess, hopefully not like a if, but like a when, and then if that wasn't a concern, the majority would rule, but we figured the majority does somewhat care and doesn't want to take forever, and as a result, so if we know that, we can then move on to like, okay, like, what does that mean for us then? But we weren't just going to start things without asking first, at least.
I will say, I know, Duna, you maybe look at the sheet real quick to see if the I don't know if that question's in the survey sheet.
What? I have it pulled up.
The just general, like, feedback in terms of raid preparation.
I want to say there's one about feedback about us.
There is. I have progression questions. Are you content with our current progression? If not, where would you like to see us?
Yeah,
how do you feel about our guild's progression?
Okay, that.
Would you be willing to create a Google form to where each individual raider could like spend time?
So
yeah.
Okay,
we have one prepped. We'll post it after this. I was just making sure that question was in there.
Yeah, the idea is that we wanted to give people to take as long as they kind of wanted to express their thoughts and feelings or think about things, sit on things, some things. So we will provide a literal feedback Google form to fill out that everyone will be able to fill out. It's anonymous, to everyone but us. If you have any specific concerns you want addressed or whatever, like feel free to message us or whatever. Like there is a section for officer feedback in here, guild feedback, the airing of grievances, kudos. Like this is almost a little longer than I wanted it to be, just because I took some things that were multiple questions in one question block and I made them separate questions a little bit. So, but we're just going to give you this at the end so that after we have the discussion, you can still provide some sort of written feedback.
So there's a thing here. We do have put your character name in here. We would prefer people to put their name on the feedback that they give you, even if it's if you got a bone to pick with an officer or something like that. That's fine. If you don't feel comfortable putting your name in your full I gotta say this, I think this really needs to be said, but I don't want to have my name attached to it. Just put NA for your character name if that's what you want. We would prefer the no, just get a general vibe of how each person is feeling, but if you really don't feel comfortable with it, you don't have to put your name. Once again, we prefer that you do, but obviously, right, people can be a bit skittish. If you have any feedback for the officers, no matter how critical it is, right, nothing personal. None of the officers are going to be like, oh, what the fuck you. Right, that's not really at all how we function. You can be very blunt with your feedback. You can be very blunt with your feedback in regards to any of the other raiders. Right, this sheet is confidential.
We aren't going to be. We will provide detail and aggregation exclusively. Anything you say here is confidential unless you provide that information specifically. If you say that you wrote in your form about somebody, I can't help that.
But you're going to give us a number.
Well, that's the anonymity thing. So yeah, there's just a fucking checksum basically. So the last required question. Also, most of these are not required questions. You don't have to fill the whole thing out if you don't want to. I only flagged the very minimal required ones. Just if you don't have anything to say, you don't have to. And hopefully you can get through this rather quickly if you don't really care, but still complete it. And the only things that are required are name and a number between 1 and 1,000, just to validate so you can't pretend to be somebody else. You can't write up a whole report saying, man, I fucking hate Baylor. Baylor's a piece of shit. My name is Toski. And then it's actually fucking Krozak.
I wouldn't be afraid to sign that with my name.
What the fuck did you say about me?
God damn it. What the hell, Goofy?
No, but it is just the thing is, yeah, we spend enough time with Google Sheets and sheets like this to know that people will occasionally use this as an example of being, oh, my email login is not required to fill in the sheet. I'm gonna be a little shithead because fuck this person. Don't fucking do that. Don't. If you got a problem with someone, be an adult about it, right? That's all we fucking ask for is handle it like an adult, be an adult, shit like that. In regards to the next thing,
if
the next thing I would say is the roster conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I was pulling in alts and things like that. So this is a general philosophy discussion with you guys about raid recruitment, raid comp, shit like that. If most of you are aware of this tier, our raid comp was kind of fucked at the beginning of the tier. It was really not what you wanted, right? This was looking like a fucking double Shadow Priest, double Warlock, double Dev Evoker tier. And there are two ways to fix that problem. We'll go with the first problem, the first way, which is the way we've kind of used always, which is, just recruit more people. That means you're running a roster of 25 to 26 people at any given time, which means you have pretty much a quarter of your raid team sitting on progression at any point in time. The other option is running a smaller roster of 22 to 24. But that would require our roster to be a bit flexible in what they play. Which is a general thing we want to go over is kind of get your guys' vibe on, would you rather recruit like more people and potentially have more people sitting on the bench, everyone will still get CE by the end of the tier? Or do we have the capability and flexibility to play multiple specs at a mythic level to run a smaller roster?
I think that's an individual question.
Yeah, that's kind of. I was gonna say the same thing too. Like for
It
me,
is,
some of
but,
the classes, if you ask me, I'd say sure, fuck it. But
well,
some of the
it's
classes,
just it's a general
It is a
general
great question
vibe thing.
because currently, so again, like we've had exactly like 2.5 people be flexible in the raid, and that's like me and Oreo, and that's like I guess Digsby too. Not gonna lie, not gonna discredit Digsby. But like so like outside of like the tanks and me and Oreo, no one has ever been asked to swap basically for any reason other than like a spec swap, like click a button, become a different like type of the same thing that you are right now. And even then the expectations have been pretty minimal for the most part. Like we have never again outside of me specifically like, hey, Bago, you're healing this fight, like you have to be a competitive healer, etc., whatever.
Wait, what?
It's as an example.
That's not been asked.
That's
Shut up, Boomkin boy.
That
yeah,
I've actually been asked once. Only once.
Yeah, and you couldn't do it
because it didn't work.
So
yeah, we learned our lesson that way.
So the idea would be that like it's unfair for like a minority of the raid to experience the majority of the discomfort from having to do that. Of like Oreo and I need to now gear multiple characters, learn multiple specs with the same amount of time everyone has, just because somebody else like in some cases just doesn't feel like it.
It is the thing is we will get a list of like what everyone is comfortable playing. It is just going over generals. We only want you to put specific specs in that you are confident you could parse a 75th percentile on in like a Reclear scenario.
Mythic.
Right? That is for Mythic, not Heroic. So if you are like, oh, I can play fucking, once again, like, just using Dev Evoker as an example, because it's what's sitting on my screen right now. You're like, oh, I want to be able to play Dev Evoker, right? We would have needed to be able to, like, bring you to, let's say it's like when we were progging Sprocket, we would have need to be able to bring you to, like, fucking Vexy or Vexy fucking Rick and Cauldron, and you not be like bottom of the barrel DPS bot, right? Like we'd expect you to have like fairly competitive parses with the rest of the raid, right? We're expecting most people to be, if you're flexing like that, probably on the lower half of the raid, but it shouldn't be a delta of like the lowest person in the raid is a 71, and then it's you at like 49. Now, obviously, death shit happen, but that's what we need, right? Is we need characters that can actually run at mythic progression, not just like Reclear rolls.
Can I ask a follow up for that one too?
Yeah.
So like with that idea, how much? So if I have an alt that you would like me to keep geared, I assume you want me to do at the start of the season 8 dungeons on both.
Yep, probably more.
Which that ends up turning into more because I have to now get my crest cap on both.
Yep.
The second character is very much a personal discretion, but keep it as close to your main as possible, right?
It also depends on the use case. So like I think an easy example would be like, so again, like Rake did flex Boomkin this tier. We had 2 Boomkins. That was like, by most guild standards, the minimum number of Boomkins, preferably 3, 4 if you could find 4. Like, every person that is a druid or knows a druid presses the Boomkin button, and you're wrong if you're not doing that. Like, if we're doing like week 1, week 2 sticks.
I understand.
So, the idea for that would be, okay, well shit, sticks is really early in the raid. If someone's gonna have a Boomkin ult, that needs to be ready like ASAP. But we know that going into that, that like, that's the Boomkin fight. If next season Boomkin fight is boss 7, you don't need it right away necessarily. Like that's a later problem.
Yeah. And then second question here is because most of this has seemed like it's DPS that need to swap. Do you care about having like alts that are geared for like a DPS player having alts that are geared for tanking or healing?
As long as you can
That's
do a
something you-
75 in Mythic in
no,
DPS.
No.
Okay.
Because
that's kind of what I had is I had an alt to play disc and I kept it about.
No.
Oh yeah,
No. No. DPS stay DPS, healers stay healers, tank stay tank. It is that is a fatal issue there of especially on Mythic Prog is swapping a tank or a healer that's like playing an alt out. We've done that in the past. We've done that in the past with healers. You just don't do it. It's
because I don't mind the first part of what you said, but being like I played priest and did not enjoy playing shadow or at all.
It's just keep that as like a Mythic plus ult, something
As a
like
DPSer,
that.
we only care about your DPS ults, I guess, etc.
Okay. Yeah. And do you want would you also want like melee to have a ranged character to play too?
Not
if you
necessarily.
To have a melee, or
you could, because that someone solves the problem, right?
I'll make a second sheet for like I want to make a list, and I want you to give me like estimating where you think you can perform on that spec percentile wise.
Okay.
And it will just be every spec is once again. Sure, I have a preference. My preference is every single player in the raid, all 20 of you, can play every single spec in the game. That's not gonna happen, right? I can't fucking do that. I don't think anyone can play every single spec in the game at like a mythic progression level.
So
yeah, fuck Fire Mage.
I guess just spin it back just a little bit, just to refocus, just so we don't get too far in the weeds or off track. The main purpose of this question is it is a philosophical discussion for the raid in general. Of like, would you rather us never make anyone switch for any reason and just recruit more people to solve the things that you like can't or won't solve? Okay, like, I only play melee. We have 12 melee out of 16 melee. I don't know. I haven't counted. Like, we have a lot of melee. If we need more range for a boss, would you rather have a character you're able and willing to swap to, or would you rather we bench you and pull in somebody else? Is the philosophical question. If there's a fight that you need 2 DKs on, would you rather us sit you, or you be the DK? Is the question, kind of.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Because both answers are okay. If you'd rather sit on a fight as like, because an extra of like, if you're second rogue, second demon hunter, second shaman, like things that technically aren't providing a raid buff, like we would just go down the list of the numerics, chop you off, and replace you with the thing that we need to find over you, essentially.
Was this in the questionnaire or?
No, this is not in the questionnaire.
This is not.
This one was more the open discussion, what people think, because this more affects what
the
Duna's
questionnaire is
going to be
all
doing.
about last season.
I still feel like this is an individual question where everybody can give their own answer.
And the crit buff, or was that Boomkin?
So something to keep in mind too, I feel like if we only have like a limited roster of 22 people in the beginning of the season and then 2 people drop, then we're like really the raid's dependent upon every single person showing up.
Yeah.
In order to clear. So
realistically, I mean, like the prime number in my head is 23.
That's mythic rating. If you get mad,
would we start this season with like 25?
I mean, what do you want?
That's a big number.
26 or 27.
Because also something we have been desperately missing is a 5th healer. There may be 5 heal fights. We might have healers out. We lost a week and a half this season to healers being out. We need a 5th healer. And that means the 4 we have will have to share a little bit of the playtime.
Right, and Duna, as you saw, Duna doesn't really
I don't count as a 5th
healer.
Slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that would be something that I wouldn't mind doing on any of the healing specs.
Yeah, it's.
But if that's not what you want.
We want a general vibe because the two specific scenarios we want to avoid is one, having someone, and this is what we're doing, is like, if you go, I can play this character at X percentile, we're gonna test that during Reclear.
Like in the next couple weeks.
This season, the next couple weeks. That's why we have to have this conversation now. I'm gonna put out the sheet. Give me a day or two to make it.
You'll get my
any
tonight,
of those. Yeah, you'll get that one tonight for like general feedback. But the one for specs in particular, as far as like what alts I'm comfortable playing. If you only want to play one thing, only put one thing on there. That's all you got to do. But if you're like, no, I could see myself playing this, I could see myself playing that, put it on there, put a percentile, say like, I know I can parse at this percentile. We're going to bring you the Reclear, right? You get that character to like 675. You can do that with crafted gear and Mythic Plus. We're bringing it to Reclear and we're going to see how you do.
Okay.
Because
the biggest...
what we don't want to have happen, what we don't want to have happen is you swap to the character week 1 of the tier, right? You go, I'm going to play DK. You swap to DK week 1, you suck. We now have to sit you, like, because you have no idea what you're doing.
You're mad that you wasted time. We're mad that we wasted gear.
Right? Like, that character has gear now that's just wasted, that's important very early on in the tier. You know, you now gotta fucking re-gear another fucking character. Now we still need to recruit another DK. Yeah. Right? We don't want to have that happen.
I think...
You trying to say something?
Go ahead, Tusky.
I think with that token, it'll be useful if you guys put out a list of desired classes, so we don't have like 5 people leveling useless Retribution Paladins.
No, that sheet will minus the percentile on the. I will just close that percentile tab off. I will show like what everyone is willing to play.
I have that list right now.
Switching classes, so there's
my. That's fine. That's I said that a minute ago. It's just put whatever spec you want. If that's the spec you're currently playing, and that's the spec that you go, this is all I want to play in Mythic Plus. This is all I can play in Mythic Plus. Whichever one of the two. Don't care. Just put that. Yep. Right. This is just to see what options we have available. I will then post the results of being, okay, these are all the options that people have said, right? This is like, we have like fucking 17 people willing to play Ret Paladin. We have 13 willing to play Hunter. We have -3 willing to play Devastation Evoker, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't mind having it all, but I do not have anything that's going to be fucking 675 to raid like that. I have alts that I could play that are like level 7.
And that's
again,
part of
that's fine. We're basically just like collecting information about what we want to do as a group. The main reason this discussion is happening is because like the way this raid was designed, realistically, if we killed Sprocket a week before we did, we would have had to pretty much not even try and pull.
We would have gotten a bandit, and we would have been sit there, and we would have said, okay, who's re-rolling? Because we don't have enough spread cleave to kill this boss. And then someone would have said, no, it's fine, just pull the boss. And we would pull the boss, and every single time we got a far left, far right ad set, we would wipe. Because it's physically impossible. Or we wouldn't have the boss damage in addition to the, like, you can pull melee off, you can play with it, but realistically, you just needed a couple of specific classes, and we just didn't have any. We had me and Daruk, and that was it.
The only reason why I'm on Dev Evoker was for One-Armed Bandit. That's the one reason why I'm playing this back.
If you go with what Toski said and just have like, I guess what you probably have on Warcraft logs for like recruitment list, and like stacks that way, it'd probably be easier.
When people swap, though, you lose like what you have, which means you need new.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So like,
also
I could tell you, I don't want Krozak to swap. I can tell you that right now. He's the only fucking mage.
it's also what you put in that sheet. I don't want it to have any effect on what we have. I want you to, as a player, X out the other 19 to 22 people in the raid. And I just want you to put, this is what I can play, or this is what I want to play. Okay. I don't, because if you start looking at our Warcraft logs page, I'm gonna get fucking 19 people say I can play DK. And like 2 of you can actually play DK at a mythic level, right? Like that's I don't want that happening. I want you guys to give your own from a personal perspective of this is what I can play, this is what I'm willing to play.
And this is all about trying to promote the team environment that we have. Like, we have a good environment. We don't want to change that, right?
Because again, like we have a lot of people that play a variety of specs, and it's kind of like what we've acquired over the course of progression and recruitment and whatever. Like the people that stay, the people that swap, and the people that are here, and we don't necessarily want to compromise that integrity to recruit over you. It's like, okay, like, I mean, very easy example from this season. We had 3 hunters, 3 unraid buff providing, I guess 2 be it unraid buff providing non-spread range DPSs that, like, realistically, like, we're not trying to, like, replace anyone specifically or bench anyone, so, but the correct answer would have us been, if we wanted to progress faster, would have just been to find a Devastation Evoker and then sit one of the hunters for the rest of the tier. Like, we would never play 3 at the same time, only ever bring 2, and always bring the Evoker. But then one of us sitting here sits for the rest of the season because they're unable or unwilling to swap.
Mm-hmm.
And that spec it will change next season, right? Is there will be
a new best spec
next season. Well, there will be a new best spec, and then there will be a new spec that we potentially have 2 of that you really only want 1, and that'll be based on tuning.
Yep, which I feel like I've done a pretty good job of, like, reading that. Like, I'm decently in tune with raid testing. I'll be doing all the raid testing that I can this season. We'll have boss plans before the bosses even come out, at least based on testing. Like,
can you put out when that raid testing is?
Tomorrow.
Like what
tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
What days you guys
normal
are
raid
it's
testing?
It's always Thursday and Friday.
So it's going to be tomorrow and Friday at what time?
2 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, so
it's in the middle of a workday. Non-unemployed people can't participate, or non-working from home people.
Also,
it's because
the normal PTR test that we do as a guild is this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday at 8
The raid will be open.
Eastern.
We can
Eastern
do the normal raid.
Oh, I thought it was Sunday. Oh,
nope.
God.
Nope. Yeah, it's Saturday.
I'm doing shit on Sunday.
Were there any other bullet points on your agenda?
So I do have a question with that, though, is like, for me specifically, right, is I like to play a variety of specs.
Yep.
Right? And at the beginning of every tier, once I pick a spec, I stick to that spec, right?
Yes. Regardless of how wrong it is.
The what?
Regardless of how wrong it is, but continue.
With regardless of how wrong it is. You're right. Boomkin was not the spec fucking this tier.
I was going to say, you picked Holy Paladin and Boomkin 2 tiers in a row.
I would almost pick the opposite of what you want.
So the question I have with that, though, is there a way we can figure out what class we don't have, and then I can pick that spec?
Yes.
Because, okay, that's basically what I'm getting at, is because I can pick a spec that we don't have, and then I slam enough time in.
I will reiterate this, as I said it 3 minutes ago. Do not base what you are playing, or what in that sheet that I will put out in the next couple of days. Do not base what we need on what your answer is on that sheet, because if this is just how humans work, is if we say we need a X class, I know 3 or 4 of you motherfuckers are gonna put, I can play X class at 85th percentile.
That's how we got Shank's Feral Druid, if you remember that.
And Shank's Death Knight.
The reason why we're so set in stone and how we're doing this is because we have bumblefucked through this in the past couple of tiers of, we've seen all the mistakes.
Tens Dispriest.
We're not
My Resto Druid.
We're right.
Shank's
we're
Feral Druid
not
wasn't that bad.
That was pretty bad.
It was pretty. The problem wasn't actually him doing damage. The problem was him staying alive doing damage.
I would rather him have wings to be able to identify where he is than him be a fire cat.
And bubble. But it is right. Like this is why I'm very much in the thing of, like, you put what you want, not what the guild wants. Because if you do what the guild wants, we're going to get a bunch of people showing up that can't play those characters. It is just what you are confident in playing.
Duna, could you explain that picture?
That's I do keep a floating list as of today. If you were to ask me the question, that's what it is. If we're recruiting a melee, it would have to be an Unholy DK or a Windwalker, because we don't have any. I posted in raid discussion.
Now we have an Unholy.
As of right now, we do have a Holy DK. His name is Fwog. There we have an Unholy DK. It might be a 2 DK next season for all I know, though. So I'm definitely not. I wouldn't turn away any qualified DKs right now.
We have Barn.
What's the hate on Frost? What the fuck?
I don't know. It just isn't
That
good
just
right
means
now.
DPS DK.
Yeah, it just means DPS.
It's the same thing with Fury Warrior there in tier 3. That just means
if Arms is better,
Warrior.
it would be Arms. Yeah. Like, it's just currently the spec people are playing. Dev Evoker's also obvious. Like, Og doesn't exist. Warlock is just Warlock. Mage is just Mage. But like, that's as of right now. I would even almost argue, I guess, because I don't update list until people pass trials. So like, if Lip's okay, then I would swap that and I would put Mage above Warlock, because now we'd have 2 Warlocks and 1 Mage instead of 1 and 1.
Do we need a Void DH? Because I could play that 95th percentile.
It won't come out until 11.15.
Yeah, it'll be
or 2.5.
It'll be
yeah, that was the meme. But yeah,
so, that's as of right now. Though, I guess what I was also saying is that like I do feel like I'm pretty in tune with, like, I'm not fucking Liquid or World First whatever. Like I don't know like the actual deep sauce. I'm not hitting a target dummy figuring out what's the best single target. I had no idea Windwalker was gonna be good, I guess, but like I know what's not good. That's pretty obvious. And I know what's going to probably be good. Like, I played Shadow on PTR before this season. I was like, oh man, this shit's going to be good. But we were too good, and then we got nerfed. But I also saw that Mage was good, and Mage never gets nerfed, so Mage was just stayed good. Like, if you had asked me, I would have told you Mage and Shadow Priest were good, and Dev Evoker.
Warlock is good most of the time.
Historically.
Well, lately,
Like
it's been like
this season
specific
it's been,
bosses that have fucking held it up.
Specific bosses with ads where Warlock go burr.
Yeah, just look at Muggsy 11.15 versus 11.17.
You gotta imagine that if Void comes out for DH, it'll probably be very strong, right?
Yes. Also, with respect to since Dragonflight, since the beginning of Dragonflight, it has remained true that every time they rework something, it is good numerically, whether it's fun or not. So, I was potentially not going to play Shadow Priest, but with Shadow getting reworked, it's going to be good. It is currently a little busted. I don't expect it to go live that way. It doesn't necessarily play any whole lot different, but like they just had to nerf it on the PTR. So, we'll see. But like, I guess the idea is like more of things we don't have and less of things that we have too much of, in general. Okay. And like with respect to raid buffs, so like, again, like it's like conceptually it's not necessarily wrong. Like Guard, I guess, like speaking to like that we have a Havoc most raids, like most guilds would just like have a Havoc Demon Hunter and always run a Havoc Demon Hunter, and they're okay with that. And when they're good, they have 2, and when they're bad, they have 1. But because Barra basically only plays Vengeance, you're never providing a raid buff. So like there's that to consider. Where
but I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine too. That's the other thing. It's like we play at a level where you outperform like expectations and metrics, but there are things that are flyaways. I guess the other problem is that we can outperform like some statistics, but at the same time, if something's dog and we have like 2 or 3 of them, like we're hurting. Because
if I had been like 75th percentile at any like Windwalker, it would have been better than what I am at Havoc.
Well, yeah, and we've had that conversation with some people even like in this raid on their characters where like we've done the math of like, hey, if you like just play a different specialization of the same class, your damage goes up even if your parse goes down.
Yeah. I don't mind. I mean, for as long as I've played with y'all, I don't mind switching at this point. That's why I don't mind like sitting on bosses too and not getting parses for half the shit, because I don't really plan on leaving and be needing them to apply somewhere else. All that I went and did is like looked at the fucking parses that I have from like Dragonflight on half the. I can off.
But again, this is just a conversation at large. So
I anticipate having to play. Well, I probably will enjoy playing the the void one.
Mm-hmm.
But if Baylor didn't want the tank, I could play Vent. I don't think that's an issue though.
Is there anything else?
I'm kind of down.
You have other bullet points?
I think that's it. We kind of went around the horn.
That's all the big ones for sure.
Like, I guess a lot of the others, like, specific questions will be addressed by the survey. We just wanted everyone to understand that there will be a survey, and I'll post the survey whenever we're done.
So you have both ready?
What?
You have two. You said you had one about just feedback and one about.
Well, that one's later. That's like a not right now thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure out a good way to format this in Google Forms.
Here, I guess I can just do that.
I would like to just reiterate, be as honest as you possibly can be in this survey. The only way we can get better as officers is to hear straight constructive feedback from you guys. Like if we're doing something that makes it difficult for you to understand how we want the fight to be done, that's the type of feedback we want. It's not like a personal attack thing if you say that Daruk's retarded at making fucking raid plans. The way he makes them makes no fucking sense.
Whoa.
If you guys say that to me, it's like, oh,
we can fix
okay.
that.
How do you want me to do it? I might message you and ask you what you would prefer me to do. Because like it's the same thing with like how the Discord's organized. In my brain, this makes perfect fucking sense.
I think it will be more constructive if people on the survey, instead of saying Daruk is retarded, they just say like how they think he can improve rather than wasting time on.
Oh right, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm just
constructive criticism with things like that. Please, if you're gonna just be like, oh, this is stupid, don't do this. Please offer. Well, I mean, everyone's fair to their voice your opinion. If you think something is stupid, please offer a way that you think it would be done better, right? Because if you just say something stupid and then don't clarify, I think this way would be better. Just saying it's stupid doesn't help. We don't know how to fix it.